Shut up.
Yo, 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 yo. What's up? What's up? What's up? What's up, bitches? What's up? What's up, sheeple? What's up? You know, we're here with my boys, played some more D&D today, and that's it. Last time we had bats kill a lot of people. It was freaking awesome. And okay, let us begin.
Terrible.
Depending on who you were, it was awesome. Yes.
Yeah. Okay, yeah, we're live. Okay, let's see. Let me stop this. Whoa, we already got somebody in the chat. What's up? All right, so the Hellman's here. He's the man from hell. The Hellman. Yes.
Yeah, I just checked.
Well
We're getting audio fine. Everything's going through.
Thank you. So yeah, we're about to get started. We're gonna do a little recap, I guess, right? And
Yeah. By the way,
yes.
It's been a long time since I looked at clerics. They are incredible in 3.5 and 5. They're like
Really?
they could really do some serious stuff. Yeah. So anyway,
Oh man,
it's another thing altogether.
damn it! Every time, I should be a totally different character. But no, but I'm evil clerics are cool. You know.
Well, the thing is, like, so I don't know. So we'll explain to, of course, your friend when he comes on. But like, so I deliberately had made him a dwarf, and because of the Constitution, and then they're pretty significant warriors, not quite like fighters, but really up there. And then also, well, okay, so you make him a dwarf, and then you give him martial weapon proficiency. So and for them, even though the dwarven war axe is an exotic weapon, it's like a normal martial weapon for them. So he's got in one hand as a dwarven war axe that does 1d10 points of damage plus strength. And then he worships the god of strength, and so you get two areas to choose from. And so the areas I gave him were the areas of strength and luck, and so in what happens is that you get an extra spell per day that you can cast from one of those two areas. And so I heavily put it on strength. So the first level you get an enlarged person, which you can make somebody, any humanoid, twice the size that they are, and then an appropriate weight that goes along with that. And they get +2 to strength. Their weapon becomes a size larger, so it does more damage. And then at level 2 spells, you get Bull's Strength as one of them, which gives you +4 to strength for a number of minutes per level.
All right, Mark, I'm going to say this right now. I'm angry with you.
And then,
I'm totally mad with you.
then
why do you find all this cool stuff for other people's characters all the time? Why did you find this cool stuff for me? For just
not only
one
that,
time.
We're expected to know.
Well, I heavily loaded it on this. Not only that, but once per day, because he's in this strength, he gets an ability of strength where he can, for one round, increase his strength by 4. So,
Jesus.
Yeah, so he can actually, for one round, have +10 to strength.
No. No. What the hell? Right, look, okay, yeah, I'm mad at you, man. I'm totally angry. Why do you get all this cool stuff for everybody else? But for me, it's like
walking through and chopping people in half.
Yeah, it's like, hey man, you get a flame whip. Ouch. I'm gonna whip you with my flame whip. Oh yeah.
Do you think we read these books that you give us? We don't read the books. You know that, right?
You know I can't read.
Well, I didn't. There was no part of me that thought anybody would want to play a cleric, so I just try to encourage you to do so. But, and I didn't realize it until I was doing that. I was like, well, okay, let's make a cleric who's like really butch. And so, and the other field, luck, is actually an ability. The special ability comes with the luck domain. Is that once per day you can re-roll a 20-sided die roll.
What?
Yeah.
Are you dead to me? You're dead to me. You're dead to me.
When you re-roll it, you have to take whatever the second roll is. But if you roll like a 1, for instance, you go, oh, that's it.
Right.
Yeah.
Wow, that is.
So that could be for strike. That can be for a skill test or whatever. So yeah.
Right.
I'm still mad at you.
Right.
God. No, that's awesome. Luckily we'll have him as our savior. So cool. So yeah, well yeah, you can get back into it. I didn't mean to
No, I
interrupt.
sidetracked because I was just like freaking out when I was making this dwarf. Like,
No, that's
it's just
awesome.
amazing.
Oh, that sounds awesome.
I also, you know what? Who also is incredible are monks. They get like feet upon feet, like one after the other. It's crazy.
Ooh.
So, yeah.
So you're saying all the stuff we didn't pick. Yeah.
Barbarians fun.
Sorry, what's that about barbarians? I mean, y'all have made some pretty incredible. Yeah, I would love. Yes, they are.
How do we name the animated characters? Just our names. So
My name is Ruben.
yeah. Yeah.
Okay,
Well, I get
so
the mouth breather and stuff like that.
After the everything went down at the what's that place called, the Flying Griffin?
Yeah.
And you flooded the place out. You caught somebody outside.
Hell yeah.
We blinded a perfectly nice old man. We killed a
there was all kinds of other stuff that happened. Yes. You went back. You went and found a hotel, not the Styx Oarsman, but you found one in the Northern District where you were. Found a ritzy hotel to stay at, and that's when you went through the papers for what's her name?
Talia.
Yeah, Talia. Yeah, and that was when you found out that she had a background in adventuring. She had retired from that. She'd been keeping to herself quite a lot, and was kind of paranoid about people finding out about her background, finding her stuff, that kind of stuff.
Look, she didn't make it easy. She didn't make it easy for us, man.
Yeah.
I can't feel too guilty.
She could have just told us all that.
Yeah. So it's her fault. It's her fault.
It's all her fault. Hey, you should go in that trap door right there. She could have just said,
right?
You got to die.
Right. You'd be like, hey, man, look, fellow adventurer.
We tried to ask questions nicely in the bar,
but we're stupid.
Okay, so she was no paladin. If that's what you're going for, if that's your litmus test for who you're gonna kill or not, then you're fine.
Hey, that's a good. Hey, better than nothing. Sounds like a good test for me.
Care. I mean, if he's coming after me.
That's hilarious.
All right, so now you're in this hotel. The next thing that basically
are you on a screen right now or no?
Sorry, what?
What screen should we be on? Hotel?
Oh, it's just the city map right now.
Yeah. I wasn't sure like if I was logged in as a DM.
Oh, I hope not, but yeah.
No.
Right now you should be looking at the map.
Okay. Yeah, we're at the map. Okay. Sorry about that.
And so I guess two other things. You had seen Peter and eventually parted ways. He went ahead and took off with the rest of the crowd that night. The last thing that you have any information on at this point is that in the morning, at mid-morning, you're supposed not. Well, you don't have to, but you know that the Lord Carter is going to be buried at St. Cuthbert's. They're going to have the service. You met Kayla Carter, who was his widow, and that's some of y'all talked with her, and she was the one who told you that and invited you to come if you wanted to. And then it's Terrell Carter is his name, the one who killed himself.
Terrell, okay. Yeah, and we thought it had to do. The reason why we went to the farm, not the farm, the tavern, thinking that the old lady had something to do with it. And
that's right.
Incorrect.
That's right.
Yeah, you still have some unanswered questions. For instance, you don't know. Maybe Thalia could have something to do with it, but you don't have any evidence to that. You do know that that when you looked at with detect magic in her place in the Flying Griffin, that the whole place was covered in an aura of magic.
Right.
We don't know if it was like an evil.
You also know that Terrell killed himself after spending time there. That there have been emotional outbreaks of people who've been kind of going nuts and having wild mood swings that Peter was telling you about and that you witnessed as well. So
she still could be bad. We just don't know.
Yep.
All right.
All right. So what do you want to do with the rest of the night here?
I think they want to heal up.
Turns on a rest and like get like your spells back and heal.
Sounds smart.
That's a good idea.
And
That's a great idea.
And we had the papers, right? I think we already poured through all that stuff, right?
Yes, I've already told you everything about that. Let's see. Mouth Breather is currently at 23 out of 41 hit points.
Hey, have I used my what is it? My Cure Light Wounds? What is it? Bracers?
Yeah, your bracers. Yeah.
Yeah.
And let's see what else you got on you, guys. Do you have? You have 4 moderate healing potions and 2 light heal. 1 light healing potion also. And sleeping tonight will also give you 2 hit points back.
It's sleepy.
Let's see. So you can go ahead and we can go ahead and give you all 2 hit points. Let's see, Tony. You have anything missing?
I'm not jacked up. I'm pretty.
No, you're fine.
Decent, yeah. But I can redo spells.
Yeah, that's a good idea.
Okay.
Tim, are you okay?
I am. Let me see. Where am I at?
You're fair.
Where's this screen?
There. Okay.
Tony.
I'm at 14. So what do we get? You said we get 2 for sleeping?
Yeah, so you'll be, after sleeping, you'll be 16 out of 20. Rollo will be.
Okay.
Character sheet.
Done.
And my braces, I didn't use them today yet? Or did I?
Let me see. What has been going on today? You drank a potion. I don't think you used your bracers.
You use these suckers more often, though. Okay, wait a minute.
Yeah. And how many... I was going to say, is it how many times per day is it? I can't remember. Let me take a look.
Oh.
Braces are twice per day.
Okay. I would like to smack Tim and smack me.
Okay.
Oh, yeah, before we go to bed.
Yeah. Good call.
Good idea.
Okay, roll 8-sided die twice.
Okay, this one's for Tim. Oh.
Okay.
Sweet. What do I get?
You got 6.
Wow. Awesome.
Nice. Okay, so you'll get 7 back. So actually, Tim's at max then.
Yep. Sweet.
All right.
Thank you. Thank you.
It's super shiny and brighter.
Yeah. This moon is really nice. Here, go. Okay, my turn.
Yep.
Wait a minute.
That's good.
Nope, that's a die 20. No, that's a die 20. Whoops, sorry. I wish.
Oh.
Hold on.
Yeah.
Ready?
Oh, even better. Nice.
Nice.
All right, so you get 9. That'll help. Okay, so you're up to 34 out of 41.
Right, let's go to sleep.
So nice.
Okay. All right, and that's with the 2 hit points I already gave you back. So yeah, once you wake up, you'll have 34. Okay.
Yes. What do I need to do here? I'm trying to think.
Did you see the picture of the cleric that I chose?
Oh no, I didn't.
You should just click on it sometime.
Yeah.
Which one?
It's the very top one. It says pre-made dwarf cleric.
Yeah.
Wow, that guy looks awesome.
He's like painted. Is that like an Aborigine painted face? That's awesome. It's like yellow on the top.
Yeah.
Or is that supposed to be a headband?
I think it's a headband up there. Yeah.
Oh, okay. I like it. Die. I mean,
it's good stuff, man. You know, just like straight up. You know, this is.
That's what you did last time.
Hey, you know, I got that down. So, you know, what are you gonna
do? Start walking first through doors eventually.
Yeah. Hey. Oh yeah. By the way, is Andre 74 out of the coma yet?
That's right.
Yeah. He's doing fine.
He should be okay by now.
He's got to work on his hair. Cool.
Okay, how are y'all on spells at the moment? You got?
Oh shit, that's right. I got all Oh, discombobulated. Okay. Let's see. I keep forgetting how much I have. So I got 4. So I got 5, 4. Okay, 5, 4. Let's do some Ray of Frost. Flare. I guess 2 Rays of Frost because I keep almost dying. I'll do magic tomorrow. You know what I mean? So.
Yep.
Oh no, that's yeah, that's right. Okay, 4 magic missile. All magic missile today. Yep. Let's see.
Feel it up.
I'll do 2. And then I just got that. Oh no, that's right. I went with bats. That's right. Never mind. Oh God, I love this spell so much. Oh, okay. Summon Swarm? Yes.
Summon Swarm, that's the one.
It's so funny to me. I don't know why. It's so fucked up, but it's so funny. Scorching Ray 2 tabs. Spectral Hand was the new one.
Oh yeah, that you can use touch spells from a distance too.
Right. So I'll do Spectral Hand, Scorching Ray, and Summon Swarm. And I'll do 1 sleep, 2 magic missiles. So I'll do 1 Shocking Grass to see if I can try it out. And okay. Yeah, I'm good. Yeah, I'm good to go. Okay.
Okay, how
Not
about
bad.
you, Tim? You got your spells?
I don't prepare spells.
Oh, that's right.
No.
Just set up. Never
I mean, I
mind.
don't have as many to pick from, but
No, but you just do them. Yeah, you're
It's
just all
like-
set.
you know what? Oh yeah. Oh, that's what I was gonna say. That's like one of the really kind of cool things with the 5th edition. The spell dude is like
Just
you
bleeding
get
magic.
2 freebies that
what do
you
you
can
mean?
just cast at will forever.
What?
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 Uh-huh. They're low level, but you get 2. Like I have the low level, like the divine spell, the cantrips,
Mm-hmm.
and I still have to use slots for cantrips though on this one. With 5th edition, you get 2 cantrips you just get to cast forever.
That's pretty damn cool.
It's awesome. I kind of miss that.
You're nice. Oh, wait, you know what? I'm gonna do 1 cause fear. I'm gonna switch 1 thing. Okay.
Do it. Switch
You know, no, I need all the magic missiles I get. Never mind.
it.
I know me.
They're
Okay,
very
okay.
handy.
Yeah, I'm good.
I'm sad that I only have
Okay.
the wand.
All right. So you wake up in the morning, and they have complimentary breakfast at the bottom of the downstairs in the inn.
Mhm.
Okay. So what do y'all want to do?
What's up, General?
Deal.
We should. Well, should we go by the scene of the crime and see if anybody? I don't know. See if anything looks. I don't know.
Are you out your damn mind?
Did we burn the? Did we burn the place down last night?
The place was on
Well,
fire, dude.
You. I wouldn't necessarily. It might be burned down.
Let's
You left
listen.
the fire going when you left. If that's what you.
while we're eating, we'll listen to the local gossip and see if there's any word about whether that place is still standing or not.
That's actually a good idea. That is a good idea. Yeah.
Because that may also, decide if we're horrible fugitives or not.
Fugitives.
Yeah, this place burned to the ground and the lady died and these guys were running away.
Dude, look, if they're looking for fugitives, you just leave town and hey, good luck with the evil cult, you know? Hey, good luck, man.
Right.
Yeah.
It's like, and we're out.
That's where it died.
And
Write a letter to the prince. Sorry.
Yeah, it's like, look, bro, look, I got up two experience levels. You know, I got went up 2 levels. I'm good.
Good luck,
you know,
dude.
onward and upward to the next one. Onward and upward. Sorry. So okay, so the service is like in the afternoon, like or 10 or something.
no,
like
it's
that?
mid morning, so around 10.
Mid-morning?
Yeah.
So I guess You want a case of joint? I guess it's not a bad idea. Just
Wait, don't go to the funeral in case of joint.
no, go to the funeral, but okay. Look, if we go to the
Burn
funeral,
down.
what's our goal for going to the funeral? We want to see if we see any spooky people or any suspicious activity. Is that
True.
the deal?
Oh, you have
So
your
if that's-
super cool wand. You have your super cool ring now. You can like see magic stuff immediately. So you'll know if there's somebody.
That's right.
You'll know if there's somebody magicy doing magicy stuff.
Oh.
What ring are
Well,
you
why
talking
would-
about?
You got that ring of. What
I
is
think
it?
it's-
What did you call it? Like ring of seeing or something? What did we call it?
Let's see.
We call it
Skill.
ring of identify.
Yeah, I think it's an amulet, but amulet of
Amulet?
identify.
Yeah, amulet.
Yes. You do know that one of the things though is that he was only able to identify it once he was holding something in his hands.
Oh,
So-
no.
That is helpful,
Hug
but it's
everyone.
not like
So we'll
hug
just
everybody.
touch everyone. Yeah. It's just a funeral.
just
Mm.
start walking
Just
up
go to the.
and patting people down.
No, no, it's
Hey,
a
you might-
funeral.
you might
You just
spread your-
shake hands.
You might turn
You're
around,
shaking
spread your
hands at
legs.
a funeral. You say,
Yeah.
yeah. You just go to the
Spread 'em.
receiving line and just start shaking hands with everybody and be like, "Oh, my condolences." And
like,
then one of
yo,
them, you're gonna be like Christopher Walken. And
Yeah, this dude is creepy as hell,
And
dude.
the-
He's just like
and the-
touching up everybody, man. You need to get him out. You need to get him out, dude. It's like I don't know what this dude's problem is, but he is creepy as fuck. Nah, man. Nah, you gotta go. You gotta go. Oh man, sorry. I'll continue. Sorry, Mark.
Oh, no, that's cool.
Hey, look, I could just hit people with this quarterstaff of cleaving in the meantime.
Yeah.
No.
I'll just color spray everybody, and
Yeah, see,
then
look,
you
we got
can
a plan.
go around
You got a plan.
touch them and check.
Sounds good to me.
All right, so you're heading to St. Cuthbert's. Is that what you're doing?
Yeah, might as well because we're stupid.
Sure.
I mean,
Okay.
like,
Did we hear anything at breakfast? Is anybody looking for us or anything like that? Was
Oh,
anybody
let's-
talking about the bar that burned down?
survey says. Oh God, you rolled a
God.
1.
No. What I should
on,
do is
dude.
I should give you misinformation. It's like, there was the flying griffin was like picked up by trolls and carried out.
It's like, "What? Are you serious? That's amazing. They're like, yeah, those guys are idiots. They're total dummies. They're total dummies. They don't know what they're talking about, dude. Really, trolls? Really, flying trolls at that?
Flying
Sure.
trolls.
And we're all like, word? What? Flying trolls? Damn,
That's
this place is
amazing.
dangerous. This shit has got worse than I thought. Okay.
All right. So no, you don't hear anything at breakfast. It's helpful to you.
Okay.
All right, so are we gonna like spread out or something like that to see if we see stuff? Or are we walking in a pack, like just a bunch of thick-looking dudes, just all like?
That's true.
So,
I can just go invisible. Well, if I cast that cloak thing, it's casting invisibility, so it only lasts for a little while, right?
Yeah.
Thank you. Okay, so I don't want to just like walk up there invisible because I don't have to be there. I don't know.
It's for it's for 10 rounds too, so that's a little over a minute.
Yeah,
but
that
it-
more work very well. Just walk up there and suddenly appear in the middle of the place. Yeah. No, yeah, we can just kind of walk quietly separately though.
yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
Sure.
Yeah.
Well, you get directions from the helpful innkeeper and to where St. Cuthbert's is. It's not too far away. It'll take you about half hour by foot to get there.
Hot-footed.
So y'all split up and head toward St. Cuthbert's.
I don't. Maybe we should pair off. How about that?
There
Okay.
are 3 of you. You
Three of
come
us.
up
There's 3 of us.
pairing
That's
off
right.
with your animals. There are 5 of you, I guess, that
never
way.
Mind, never mind. I for some reason in my head I thought there were 4 of us, but
Yeah.
That's like when we had.
There have
Oh.
been times when there were
There had
4
been
of you.
times. Yeah, that's hilarious. Yeah. All right. Yeah, we'll just split up then. I was just trying to think for protection's sake. You know,
Sure.
people
Right.
might get sapped. You know,
That's
quote unquote,
true.
the sapping of people.
It's
So,
true. I guess there's only 3 of us. I forget about. For some reason, I'm thinking of a larger group.
No, we just
I
went
guess
back.
3 of us
man.
would probably just
Yeah, we just-
get together. That's fine. Should be all right.
yeah. We'll just kind of scurry about.
Slowly melt in with the crowd.
Yeah. So, let me do this. Tim.
How do we split up? Like,
Okay, here we go. Half hour passes
Okay.
uneventfully, and you make it over to this place. Let's see. There we go.
Uh-oh.
You'll probably want to zoom out to at least 50%, if not farther than that. I'm not going to put you on this necessarily, but you show up and you see this enormous statue of St. Cuthbert out in the front. This is at the bottom of the map.
Whoa, that does not look welcoming. I leave.
Wait, what? Oh, hey. Isn't
No.
he pretty?
No, this is bad news bears up here. No.
He's pointing at us. He knows.
He's not pointing at. He's pointing at you. He ain't pointing at me because I'm not there.
He knows what we've done. He knows our sin. This is where we need to go.
More of magic missiles. I do all magic missiles today. I go back home and go to bed and learn all magic missiles. That's it. You know, I know how this game's played. I know how this game's played. All the magic missiles.
He knows what we did last summer.
I know, right?
All right. All right. So you gather outside St. Cuthbert's, or some of you do. I don't know what happens here. And then there's a priest outside who's tending to the grounds a little bit. You see two guards who are just past the statue to the entrance, but there's no doorway. It just kind of is open air that leads inside. And the guy who's tending the grounds, it's this guy, in case you didn't guess that already, right here.
Yeah. Well,
Okay.
He looks up and nods his head as he sees you approaching, but
Get him!
Otherwise, he's still working unless you do something else. So.
Okay.
Let's go past him. He doesn't look all that angry.
Do we want to talk to him? Is he evil? He's evil, isn't he?
Cuthbert, like covered in pentagrams or something? I can't.
Yeah. Does he have like a pentagram
All
on
I
his
can
head?
see
for
is
it?
the
No,
big
there are no
dark-
pentagrams.
Are you sure?
They don't have those in D&D. They don't really have that in D&D. It's really satanic.
Yeah, fair enough. All right, what
Okay.
other kind of demonic? Does he have horns?
He just
Or
not
cloven
have horns.
feet? Does he have cloven feet by any chance? Like hooves?
Do we know? Do we know who St. Cuthbert is?
Does he resemble a goat by any chance?
Oh my
Goatish features?
gosh! Look at that!
Ah!
I'm just messing with you. I'm sorry.
That's hilarious. That's actually pretty funny. Okay.
Sorry. Do you know who St. Cuthbert is? No, you haven't really talked to anybody about it.
But he's not famous, so we wouldn't just know.
Yeah, not so. I mean, if y'all, the thing is that probably nobody has knowledge religion as a skill. There'd be no reason for y'all to
Mark, you have to remember,
that.
we're stupid. We're very
I'm
stupid.
smart. Wait.
Like in
No,
real
No,
life.
it's not just that. It's just that I don't think you would have it as anybody would have it as a class skill. You do?
2. I have +1. No. Do I?
I thought that's why
I
like
have-
Tim's like I do.
I
got
know. I don't have nothing. I
it.
got.
I thought
No,
you
that's the
really
thing
had
about the
What?
knowledge skills is that you have
Oh,
to
it's
have
an ability modifier. Okay.
you have to have at least
I
one
just-
in it in order to even be able to use it.
Yeah.
So,
Okay.
so yeah, you have no clue who St. Cuthbert is.
Like, who that? Who there?
Oh yeah. Okay. Well then I'm just gonna go. Hey, father,
Hey man.
brother,
Brother, sister. Wait, I don't want to judge.
yeah. It's like, look, I don't
Not
want
that there's
to.
anything wrong with that.
There's nothing wrong with that. Look, you know, what's the pronoun?
Can you?
What's
I'm
the pronoun?
a visitor. I'm a visitor, and I saw your temple and just wanted to come and see what this is all about.
Well,
Who's
you are-
this Saint
you are-
Cuthbert?
You are always welcome here at the Temple of St. Cuthbert. Is there anything in particular that I can do for you?
Well, I just don't know anything about Saint Cuthbert. Is he? He looks like a fearsome god of strength, or what is his?
Direction.
What is his particular area of aid?
Hang on a second, I'll be able to answer your question. Let's see.
He's gonna just lightning comes down and kills him.
He knows what you've done.
Oh
Tell
my
you.
God. It just says dunce. Oh God. Okay. Never mind.
He says, sorry, this is going to sound bad now that you said it like that. Well, St. Cuthbert is particularly known as a god of law and order, of one who is known by those who are often seeking for justice and vengeance on others. But it's not all about vengeance. It's not. He's definitely not an evil god. He's a god who seeks to better the world through his servants and in bringing order to the world.
Andre sits at his right hand right now.
I've heard that before. Oh jeez.
Oh
Like,
man,
sounds like
I'm in the
a
wrong place.
just and faithful provider. May we visit your temple?
Absolutely. Is there anything in particular that I can help you with?
No, we're just looking for a place of meditation for a little while.
Okay. Well, feel free to take a look inside. We ask you that there are 2 staircases near the entrance that just go up to the dormitories of the resident clerics and priests, and there are
somebody's gonna have to frisk this guy.
he said there are 2 staircases that lead down into the crypts at the back of the
interesting. What about the bloods? Anything leading to the blood?
Do you know anything about them?
Nothing about the bloods? All right.
Oh, is there somewhere we can make a donation, brother?
Oh, absolutely. In fact, if you want to see Father Thomas, he is probably back in the main temple, just through the double doors all the way to the back.
Thank you.
You know, Brother Thomas got that collection plate. Get that hustle on. Brother Thomas.
Wait, I'm not here. Why aren't I here? Where am I?
Oh, I'm sorry. I haven't put you all on there. If you want.
No.
If you want, let's just do that. Hang on a second.
Yeah, while you're doing that, I'm going to try to find characters to represent you guys. That's what I've been trying to do in the background, so the video's going to look crazy. I'm trying. The mouths won't move yet. Who wants to be a cookie? Who wants to be milk?
Milk for me.
No, you're guest right now.
Okay.
You're guest. I'll be milk.
Or you could be the brain.
I love milk.
All right.
You want to be the milk? Okay. The mouth won't move yet, but
it's okay.
All right. See if I can find it.
All right, y'all are on the board now.
Okay.
Sweet.
Yay. Sweet. Soft.
It's soft.
What was that from? I can't remember.
Okay. So in we go. Here we go.
Oh, jeez.
What? What could possibly happen?
I know, right? It's like, what could possibly go wrong?
It's a nice old friar.
You know, you get that pit in your stomach right before stuff's about to go down. You're just like, ugh.
He's inviting us into his place with his vengeful god of justice.
Yeah. Look, honestly, my brain is like,
after we
okay.
killed a nice little old lady.
Yeah.
The worst that could happen.
My brain's like, okay, how are you gonna mess it up this time, guys?
Oh, pretty bad. I'm sure.
That was our bad.
Anybody want to be a grilled cheese sandwich? No. No grilled cheese guy? Okay.
Grilled cheese sandwich?
Yeah, I got a grilled cheese character. Let's see if I can whip that out too. All right. Oh God, what's wrong with
Okay. Okay, here we go. Here we go.
Choices.
Going,
in?
slackers. Going. I'm gonna leave the cat out.
Okay,
dude. Tim was
outside.
Tim was a cool cat.
Cat's gonna do like cats do and climb up here and see if he can knock over St. Cuthbert.
And then pee on the rug. You know.
He's just gonna curl up at his feet there. Am I going alone? Dudes.
Hey, you got this, dude.
Oh God.
We are with you in spirit.
Yes, yes.
Well,
Hey, man. Look. You got my full 100% moral support.
well, if you see the cat
100%,
dart,
dog.
if you see the cat dart, you know I'm in trouble.
Right. No, Tim walks in, you just hear.
Or if you see a flash of light, if you see a sudden flash of colorful light, you'll know
Yes.
what's happening.
And the cat all of a sudden passes out.
Yeah.
Thump, thump, thump.
Oh,
You'll know to
that's
come running.
It's like, why is my
Either
flesh
Lady
burning?
Gaga's here, our kids in trouble.
Yeah. Oh my God, I can't find it. Okay. So I'm gonna switch the character onto you guys. So in the meantime, I'm gonna.
Okay. Anything good in here? Oh.
Oh, there's nothing good. It's all bad news, baby. All bad news. That's what it says here on my papers. All bad news.
As you
Anybody
walk
looking
past,
at me funny?
no, not funny. As you walk past, you see the two people in that room. The two priests are relatively young. One of them
gentleman.
just continues to busy himself sweeping. Another person makes a gesture by taking his arm and crossing over his chest in greeting to you, and then goes back to his work.
Ooh,
Okay.
a nice young
I'll,
gentleman. Very nice.
I'll bow my head gently in his direction and then
Okay.
keep walking.
I bump chest with a.
Hold out a fist. Come on, you. Gonna hit that or what?
Okay. So the next priest that you walk by through the next area, that right over here, as he walks in, he's, we have guests today. We don't have guests very often. What can I do for you, sir?
Wait. Why don't you have guests off? Are they all dead? What's going on here? Are they dead? They're dead, aren't they? They're dead, aren't
We'll
they?
be
It's the evil
soon.
cult. Burn it! Burn the place! This place needs bats. All bats. All bats. Okay, never mind.
No bats. No, not again. I mean, okay, seriously.
He says,
Okay,
"Oh, you know what?
Oh, the prior in front told me I could come in here for some quiet meditation.
Certainly, but we do have some guests. You're not by chance here with the Carters."
Oh, Jesus, this is a trap. This is totally a trap.
Oh yes, the funeral is today. Is that correct?
That's right. They're going to be getting started pretty soon. If you'd like, I can show you where that is.
Oh, thank you. Yes, please.
Started with death. That's what they're trying to get started. I know how this.
Okay, so he walks back this way. Let's see if I can turn him
Wait,
around.
which way? You moved too fast.
Oh, sorry. He's
To the
right
back,
there in
to the
front
back
of you.
there. Okay, sorry.
Yeah.
Oh,
Turn
his moves are
around.
too fast, dog.
There he is.
Yeah.
Right. Walk in.
All of a sudden, he was just moved. I was like, what?
Yes, I know. I keep thinking that you can see him. See, I can see you when you're moving but you can only see where I move them to. So yeah.
Right,
Yeah.
right.
Okay, he moves to the middle there,
Okay.
and
oh God. Here,
and he goes
step out the
straight
honest
back to the
altar.
double doors.
Oh,
Straight
God.
back to the double doors. He
Did
opens
he
them
walk
up.
over this thing? Okay, I'm gonna.
Yeah, it's an emblem on the floor. And he opens up the double doors. They won't open on this, so don't worry about that. But he walks through and says, Father Thomas, this young man is here to go to the service of for Terrell Carter, and Thomas you see him. He's this wise man with a shaved head and in white robes, and he just nods his head silently and then gestures to the door on his left, to your right. And so this acolyte comes through, and he walks through this doorway over here.
I know these games.
Okay, at this point, I just got to check. Mouth Breather and Tony, what are y'all doing?
I'm
Leaving
chilling.
me
bro.
hanging?
I'm chilling. I'm chilling. hey man, look. I'm just chilling. I'm just chilling. No.
Okay.
We've got a bunch of
Chickens.
magic missiles. He's fine.
Dude, I'm locked and loaded, buddy. I am locked and loaded. I don't trust none of these fools. I've died twice, almost. Oh, the Hellman has to go. All right. Take care, man.
Aw.
I didn't get his chat up and running. That's what I was trying to work on at the same time, too. So,
Oh.
yeah, tell you what. Is there anybody else that we could talk to around here? I guess guards.
Yeah, so outside, there's just the one that y'all were talking to initially, and then the two guards. near the entranceway.
Okay, so where's the ceremony being held? Like around here? Like, oh, I can't do the pointy thing. Hold on.
Well, all you know is that you saw Tim walk deep into the building, pretty much just walking straight back, and you don't know what happened after that.
Okay, so I look at Ben. I'm like, dude, look, hey, he was a good friend, you know. Like, I like
you start eulogizing Rollo right now.
Yeah. It's like, look, I liked him, you know. He was a magic user, and I guess it's just you and me now, buddy. It's just you and me now, buddy. We slowly turn around, and then sad Hulk music plays. And it's like, dun, 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 dun.
You roll the credits, and that's
We roll the credits. We're done. You know, we live happily. We have happy lives. You know, I turned to farming and magic tricks, and Ruben's a goat slaughterer. You know, that sounds like that's not bad. I can live with
Okay,
it.
so Rollo,
No,
what are
I
you
go
doing?
inside. I guess I go in. I start feebly going inside.
So did it look like I was supposed to follow the acolyte?
Yes,
Oh
yes.
yeah,
And
yeah, because they're
continues.
doing the crypts. The funeral is in the crypts. That makes sense. Okay.
Yeah.
So is there anything interesting looking in this room other than the priest? Oh,
Oh,
was it
sure.
like
So
an altar up there?
yeah, so you've got the main altar up behind him. The blue is not a river. It's it's the different ways that the lighting of the different mosaics on the floor has almost jeweled look to it. And then other than that, it's pretty stark. The floor and everything, but it's like even the altar itself, for instance, it's pretty much just a marbled stone, but no decoration to it.
I do like the Jews.
Okay.
Dude, yeah, dude, I just go in. I'm like, dude, Leroy Jenkins. All right, let's just go in.
I guess we should follow him.
Farted audibly.
Why now?
Oh my god.
I'm fine. I'll be okay.
Yeah, we just hear.
Okay.
You just
The
hear sweat dripping on the floor.
the acolyte who was leading you in, he just turns around because you seem to hesitate a little bit, and he said, "It's right this way. It's just down these steps, and the first your first alcove that you come to on your left when you get down there."
That's the same
thank
stuff vampires stay. Oh, it's
Sure.
just come on in. I'm gonna bite your neck. I heard this. I've seen this before.
Okay, and with that, he gestures down the staircase and waits in case you have any questions, but then he starts to leave.
Okay.
Oh, that's nice. He's a nice gentleman.
Okay. So here.
Is there any magic
I'm gonna do
on the body?
Well, that's what I was gonna say. I'm gonna do. Where is it? Stuff. Hold on.
Stuff.
I need stuff for the character sheet. Where is it?
All right, let's make.
Click. There. Click.
Let's
Okay.
see. It's the Tim Cam.
I can't what?
No, I said I made a Tim Cam.
A Tim Cam? There's a Tim Cam?
Yeah, I'm working on
Okay,
it.
so
Okay.
Rollo, are
You
you
following me?
pausing at the top of the
Okay.
stairs?
I'm gonna pause at the top of the stairs for a second.
Okay. Okay.
I'm gonna-
Tony and
Yo.
Mouth Breather, have y'all moved in now?
Yeah, I go inside.
Okay.
I'm like, hey, look. I go, hey, dude, what's up with the prayers, dog? Let's do this.
Okay. Once y'all get in here, let me get y'all somewhere.
Oh gosh, here come the cops. The fuzzes.
Okay, now you're inside. Let's see. There you go. I didn't mean to grab the cat.
Hey,
Hey, leave my
Most
cat.
people
Cat
don't.
outside. Yeah.
most people don't.
Okay.
He's snuggling with what's his face there? St. Cuthbert.
Vinny. Oh no, St. Cuthbert. Yeah.
Get.
All right. There y'all are. Y'all are walking inside. Okay. You see to the far end, all the way through to the far end, past the an ornate symbol on the ground. You see two large double doors over,
Mhm.
all the way up here, and you see them open, and an acolyte walk out of them. He's dressed just like the other acolytes that you've already passed, and
Wait,
and
what?
he's heading toward y'all's direction. But
All right.
Yeah.
Oh,
Doc-
geez. What do you do,
To
Tim?
join our friends. And
Not Tim. What do you do?
I'm gonna.
Man? I just chill, man. I'm like, hey, what, yo.
Okay, so you just stay there in the entryway.
No, like I'm looking around, looking for like I heard. It's like, just kind of looking around, like,
Okay. So you see that further this acolyte, he walks closer, but then he goes over to this other area and stops. Looks like he's working on something in the corner. And the rest are going about their work, cleaning stuff and sweeping.
Kill them all.
Looks like they're just going through.
Come on.
Yeah, Tim's inner voice is
Tim.
urging us
Come
to
on,
kill
gosh.
people. Okay. Jeez. I guess we'll just I guess we should be detecting magic or anything like that, right? No, or is it too early?
Yeah, I didn't think about that till I was halfway through.
I mean, obviously there's gonna be magic all over the place, right?
Yeah.
But
I mean, it's a temple.
we should let's
You
what?
detect evil?
We need like I would say what we should have done was like wait for the service to start, and you just kind of have your cloak on, invisible, and you just kind of see who's at the thing, right?
I think it might be starting. Well, she said we could come, so
Yeah. All right. Yeah. You know what?
I'm not
I
too
just
worried about it.
Yeah. Then we could like see who's there. You know what I mean? And take a memo of who we can possibly get leads
Right.
from. You know what I mean? So maybe it's just a reconnaissance to see who the players are.
Yeah. Yeah.
So I mean that's just a rough thought, but I'm stupid.
So can I hear from the top of the stairs there? Can I hear? Is it the service already going now? Because I'm kind of confused if it's starting or if there's people there or what. Like,
Yeah, from the top of the stairs. From the top of the stairs, you very faintly hear that there are voices here and there, but it doesn't sound like a large crowd or anything like that. You just hear a voice or two. Can't even come close to making out anything. Just you just notice that somebody's down there.
Okay. I will attempt to, I don't know, move silently down there.
Okay.
I'm going to kind of sneak my way down. I'm not going to be too horrible if I get caught, but I figure it's better to go quietly and see if I can overhear something first.
Sure.
Before I get seen. You know what I mean?
Sound like a plan to me.
Let's see if this works.
Well,
You know.
okay.
Hey, you guys!
I'm the wind.
Wow.
And I'm not even the wind. I'm a gentle breeze. It's
Right.
awesome.
Okay.
This is a
So here I
dumpster
go.
fire.
All right. So as you get down to the as you get closer to the bottom of the stairs, first of all, it darkens as you're into the staircase because it winds down for a little while, more than once around, but then it starts to lighten up just a little bit. You can tell that there's pretty much lantern light down below, but not flooding the place. And so you get to the bottom of the steps, and there's a doorway that's still cracked open. That's a nice ornate metal door. And all of the stonework around you is really really immaculately done. It's not marble, but it's a stone that's been incredibly fit together and has ornate designs put into it.
Okay.
That sounds very dangerous.
Of course it's very dangerous. What would be the fun if it wasn't?
Yeah. Look, I might have a little bit of PTSD. I'm not gonna lie. Let's see. Yeah.
I'm just writing. It's super nice.
Okay.
That should be enough. That's enough for my notes. It's super nice. Okay. So do I hear anything? Do I hear like chit chat?
Yeah. So at this point, you hear one voice start to raise above the others, and from that closer on, you kind of identified there are probably a handful of people that you've heard. If there are others, then they must be farther off or being really quiet or something. And
like me.
Yes.
Okay.
And then one voice raised above the others and starts speaking in a language that you don't recognize, and but it seems rehearsed. The what he is saying.
So this is probably the funeral part.
Yeah. It's probably
Upon
the ceremony.
occasion, the voice, you hear the word Cuthbert in the midst of the speaking, and then you'll also hear a gong being rung.
You hear
upon
like,
occasion as well.
"Aw." What about the hype man? He's all like, "Aw, yeah."
Come on,
Like,
come on!
it
What you
says-
say? What you say? What?
What you say? What?
Whenever the priest says Cuthbert, does everybody else say Cuthbert?
No.
I say Cuff, you say Bart. Cuff.
Yeah.
All right, back
All right,
up
we need
top.
more air horn. More air horn.
Back up top. What's going on with Tony and right now I have that Tony mouth breather are paused in the entryway.
Yeah, I'm gonna start making my way to this service.
Me too.
Might as well.
Okay.
Like, what's up?
Y'all
Y'all
Back
move
to
forward a little bit. This guy, as you
Oh,
walk
like-
past him right here,
Yeah.
he says, "Ah, more guests, perhaps. Are you here for the Carter service?"
Maybe I am. Maybe I'm not. Maybe I'm not. You know.
Well,
You don't know me.
there's usually only one way to answer that question.
I am very.
You hear this guy behind over here snicker, and
look, man, look. I need help. I need some Jesus in my life.
who is this Jesus fellow?
Well, let me tell you.
No, I was like, yeah, I'm here for the service, dude. Let's do this.
Sweet. He turns around and he says, "Brother Chester, can you take these two back while I finish up around here?"
And execute them.
Chester kind of stumbles forward a little bit. You notice there's probably something a little bit off about him, that he's like maybe has some sort of disability. He has some kind of
Evil
crooked
disability.
walk to him, but
Mhm.
he comes forward and he kind of grumbles a little bit, but then definitely waves you on and turns to walk up back this way.
Okay, so all right. I was like, all
You
right.
guys
Hey.
expecting a lot of people here today?
He said, "Oh, not many."
That sounds way too ominous.
Um,
All right, crazy legs. All right, let's go. Let's do this. So you go, hey, you work
Okay.
here? How long you been working here? Legs? Sparky? What's up?
The guy ahead of you.
Yeah.
Eileen?
Oh, when you catch up to him, he doesn't make. When you say that how long you've been working here, he just goes.
I slap him on the booty. I was like, come on, man, don't be shy. Give a little
Don't
pat,
be like
pat.
that.
He's like, hey, buddy. Okay, I was like, the strong silent type. I like that.
Okay. He gets to the north side of this hall and and opens the doors and sees the head priest who's up there at the next to the altar, and he says, "Father," and then says, "Guests," and then he turns around and walks
dude.
past you,
Is
back
his
past
name
you.
Lurch?
Hello, Father.
Dude,
Yeah.
Dude, I
How
just
are you?
tackle him. I tackle him. I'm like, look, I know what you're doing, dude. I know what's up. You have to know good. I can tell it. Oh,
Okay.
God.
Um,
I'm attacking
so-
this disabled next. Oh, jeez.
Once the priest smiles, especially once Chester turns his back and says that you all have to indulge Chester. He's not very talkative. I presume you're here for the Carter service.
Hell yeah,
We're here
homie.
for the Carters.
Okay, but he says just through this door on my left, and head down this staircase, and it'll take you down to the crypts where the service is being held.
Thanks, man. Thank you very much,
We're
sir.
going to the land of the dead.
Okay, Rollo, what's up?
Okay, so they're just doing servicey stuff. Okay, did the stairs also lead up or just down?
Just down.
Oh, So they just lead down, and then there's just the one door that
Yes.
I could potentially go through. Darn it! This is no
Well,
fun.
that's not particularly a bad thing, you know. Wait,
Well,
actually,
but
who else?
there's less
Are there any other
opportunity to
guests?
snoop around. Yeah.
Yeah.
So do I
Who are the other
recognize any
guests?
of the? Can I see in the door without pushing it open?
Oh no! So far, no, you can't see anybody yet. You just see light spilling into the hallway, but the door is not open very much.
Light spilling in the hallway. I've seen that before. Sounds dangerous to me.
Oh,
Okay. All right. So nobody else is here yet, huh?
nobody else is. Well,
Hey,
there's,
how
no,
long
there's
is-
people here.
Until it starts.
So, I mean, it sounds like they're already going. Yeah, I'm gonna
Yeah,
go
that's what I
ahead
was like. It sounded like they're already doing it. So
and once again, I'm gonna attempt to move quietly.
Okay.
See if I can just sort of sneak into the back
Sure.
and go like that. Okay. Here we go. Here we go. Here we go. Big money. Big money. No whammies.
no whammies.
Money. No whammies.
God.
Ching!
Okay. All right. So you very quietly come in, and you see the preset. Basically, you see a just kind of small entry area. There are 2 lanterns that are lighting that entry area, and a bench that is in that place. Straight ahead, there is a doorway, similar to the ornate metal doorway that you just came through. But also to your left, there's an alcove with no doorway in it, with no door, just the entryway into it.
Okay.
And the alcove is from that alcove you can smell incense that is wafting from there,
And
and
farts.
it's also from that alcove that you can hear the service being said and the gongs coming from there.
Oh, okay.
As you approach, the first thing you notice is the first person you come across, you see somebody with their back to you, and
Good.
after a couple of seconds, you could swear that it's either Peter Falconhart or somebody who looks a lot like him.
Ah,
And then
good.
you notice some other people. Just as you just notice a person here or there, a priest next to a gong. You see the crypt that's in front of him. Sorry, not the crypt, the sarcophagus where the body is laid out.
Oh, I just got a bad feeling. I'm gonna. Okay, so I'm basically behind the. I guess I'm coming in kind of like at the back of the group.
Yeah, so I've kind
chapel, I guess you
I've
could
kind
call
of
it.
stopped you at the point where you're not in full view of anybody. So you're right now just kind of
Okay.
peering into a slice of the room.
Okay, but the door is it kind of like, if I got this right, it's kind of like in the back but to the side.
It's actually in the kind of in the middle of the wall of that wall that you're looking into, and it's not a door,
Okay.
it's a doorway, so it's
Okay.
just open. There's nothing to open or close on that.
So can I like slide in but go to the opposite side from where Peter is?
It's a pretty small space, so
I'll be noticed if I go in.
you could try, but it would be extraordinarily hard to go unnoticed.
Okay.
Use
No,
the
then
cat.
I'll just sort of. The cat's outside.
Oh, that's right. Never mind.
Cat's my lookout, man.
Ah.
Cat's there in case, brimstone starts falling out from the sky.
Fair enough. Fair enough.
So no, I'm just gonna chill out then, and listen and watch what's going on.
Okay.
That is reasonable.
All right. Meanwhile,
Oh God.
you guys at the back up at the top,
Meanwhile,
you're standing in
Coming
front
down
of
to my cover.
you're standing in front of the head priest.
Yeah.
He's gesturing for you to go through that door if you'd like to. That'll head to the staircase.
I say after you, sir.
Let's go to the pit of despair.
Yeah.
He says that's very kind of you. I actually have responsibilities up here.
Says you. Hey. Hey, I believe you. Wink, wink. No, yeah, we go. Thanks, dude.
Let's
And
go.
I just jump in and I just say Leroy Jenkins and I jump in.
All right.
Oh no.
Okay. Rolo, you hear somebody behind you on the steps.
Thump, 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 thump.
Backstab. Ah! I knew it would be you.
So
Okay.
I
And tu
turn around
brute.
Let me do this. Let's see.
I just go down. It's like, yo, I got hungry. I just came down here, man. I don't know. I got bored.
Can I just turn around and just hold a finger up my mouth so the way like?
Ooh, sorry. My bad. Dude, this stream's gonna look all messed up. I've been messing with all the stuff for the animation, so nothing's gonna relate. Oh jeez.
Awesome. I saw the sandwich a little while ago. That was great.
Oh my god. Yeah, that's you. You're a sandwich, Tim.
The sandwich? I thought it was the milk.
Oh, I couldn't find it.
Right.
I'll keep
Fine,
looking.
I'll be a sandwich.
I'll keep looking though.
Have we got brass knuckles?
Oh. Where's that? Let's see. Where is that? Which wonderful gentleman.
All right, let's see. Let me move y'all so you can see what I'm looking at while I finish this.
Blow everything up.
I know.
All right.
After I so carefully got down there.
It's like, yes. Hey, what's going on down here?
They're just like clanking down in armor.
Oops, that's the wrong character. Hang on.
You just hear rustling of robes. Oh my god, this is a death trap. Oh my god, everything has to die.
Hey, this is our copy. That's my name on it.
I hate it.
Mouth breather. That's odd. How did you guys know my name? Is this a party?
Surprise party.
The death party, baby.
Okay.
It's
all right. This is what y'all see.
Party. Oh god. No. I don't see none of that. I close my eyes. Nah, man. I know.
Oh, I see what you mean now. Okay.
Oh man.
See?
I'm making us now a specific D&D set of animation things. So it'll make it easier for me to do stuff.
So okay. If I go ahead and I want to detect magic on this. Let's see if this looks bad. I don't know if this looks like
this place looks like a death
or
trap.
if they're gonna try to raise this guy.
Dude, we just walked into a slaughtering hole or whatever they call them.
I mean, the wife is there. I mean, I don't know what.
Yeah, this is bad.
Oh, because we have been dealing with dead.
Yeah, man, this whole thing's been about dead people. I'm not going down there. Then I'm like, you know what? Hey, screw it.
I'm gonna do detect magic.
You're like,
like everything. I go blind. So...
Go blind, yes. All right. So,
oh, so much. We should have sent a poet.
So you detect magic, and as always, it gives basically in your line of sight a vision in front of you. As you're looking through what you can see so far, you don't see any aura of magic popping up anywhere.
Oh.
What?
Nice. Cool.
Oh, there's Peter.
Dude, I told you, don't be scared, man. This is a safe place. You know? There's nothing to be afraid of. You know, this is a place of worship.
Peter's gonna freak when he turns around. That's what I'm afraid of.
Yeah, this dude's gonna turn. Dude, where's the holy water? Can we get some holy water up in this bitch? I just start splashing everything with holy water. Like, who needs crystal, baby? Woo! No, never mind. All right. What do you guys want to do? I guess I'll just watch the ceremony.
Yeah, I'm gonna kind of try to chill out and keep an eye on things.
And who are the people here right now? The wife didn't come?
You don't know. You haven't seen anything yet. That's the only part you can see so far into that room is what I'm showing you, because that's as far as Rolo has gone.
Oh, okay. All right, so yeah, I just jump in. I'm like, "Sup? Names? name's Tony, man.
Sorry, so you're actually walking in up
Oh
to
yeah,
the room?
yeah. Walk in the room.
Okay, cool.
God.
I didn't. I guess I didn't specify that. I'm like, yeah. What's up? What's up, bitches? What's up?
I'm not putting out fires.
What you got on my 40?
Okay, as you walk up, Peter turns around and just gently waves you into the room, and he steps aside a little bit to make room for you.
I was like, I couldn't pay my respects.
It's showing up on my screen.
Let's see.
Okay.
Oof.
Peter
Unfortunately, I
seems
can't
to
wait.
be okay. Peter seems to be okay with things, I guess. But
Okay.
first, as Tony walks by me, I just sort of stare at him in disbelief. Because I'm like,
I know, dude.
it was
I know.
so quiet. Do you know how quiet I was?
Oh, dude.
All
I know,
right,
you're
so
like
Tony
super quiet.
is up in the room. Right,
Because
okay.
you're a thief. You're a damn
All right,
thief.
mouth
You're a super
breather, what you
quiet
got?
thief.
The ants I stepped on didn't hear me step on.
Okay.
Sorry, I had to put out a fire in my room. Happened with us.
Oh, okay.
We'll stick a fork in it while the fire's going out, and I'll continue to fix this stupid these
Sorry, did you say you still have to put out a fire, or
I
Are you
was
done?
putting out a fire.
okay,
Oh.
you're done. Okay.
I'm
you're
done.
done. Oh, I thought you were
Okay.
still putting it out. Sorry, never mind.
No. All right. So what you see is a room that's got a red mosaic on the bottom, and has different lighting fixtures around the room. Incense that's burning in the back corner. You see the priest is next to a gong right over here, but the main priest is this one over here, and he is in very ornate robes and has a fancy hat on and everything like that, and is the one who's doing the speaking in the language that you don't recognize. Right next to the head priest is what the hell's her name? Mistress Carter. What the hell's her name? I don't know.
Yeah, you know that girl.
Damn.
Kayla.
My crappy notes. Yeah.
It's
Yeah,
Kayla
let's go with
Carter
that.
is next to him, and she's standing upright, but she has tears in her eyes, but not openly weeping. And then there are a couple of other guests in addition to Peter there.
Cool. Okay,
Yes.
so how many other guests, I guess, that we would not know? I mean, are the people
so
that
they're-
are in there, are just a representation of people, or are they actually specific?
Oh yeah, so these are
person?
specific people. They're just two other people in the room.
Okay. What would they look like?
Okay. Do they look like they can handle themselves?
Yeah.
No,
They look
they're
all shiny.
definitely in very ornate clothing and fashion,
Mages.
and are a relatively older couple, but not doty or anything like that. Just
Good. So I
Evil
can
mages.
punch this priest out and they'll be okay.
Yeah, punch the priest, dude. I support this decision. Okay, well, yeah, let's just continue with the ceremony and see what goes on.
Yeah, yeah.
If they raise the dead,
Don't
then
disturb
you know,
anything.
there might be a cool after party.
If the dude starts glowing, then it's going down.
Yeah, we can probably question these people later too. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, exactly.
So yeah, let's just chill. I'm like, all right, let's party up with these homies. What's up? Let's do this. Party it up. What am I talking about? Yeah, we just hang out at the service. It's like, all right.
okay. After a while of what seems like droning and some different gestures that he's making, the priest, the head priest, steps back behind him to a censer over here that's been burning ashes and incense, and he takes a scoop of it with a metal bowl, and then brings the ashes over to the body, and then ritually shakes them over the body. And then he doesn't touch anything, but hovers his hands over the top of the body, and he gestures for Kayla to do the same. And other people actually start putting their hands over, just reaching them out in front of them, and hovering them over the body as well.
Mm-hmm. I ain't reaching for shit.
Okay, I do it.
Yeah, let's not be rude.
Sorry, mouth breather, are you in the room?
I'm going to be in the room and I'm going to do that.
Okay. All right.
Yeah.
Okay.
Sure.
Everybody scoots over quite a bit when breather enters.
Think about
Okay.
it. This would be a perfect entrance for the cleric character.
Yeah.
I know,
yeah.
right?
Actually, I had another thing in mind, but that wasn't going to happen. That didn't happen
Oh.
today. Anyway,
Oh,
he's not a cleric of Saint Cuthbert, so
oh, okay. Different cleric.
he's
Gotcha.
a cleric of
Work,
Ward,
yeah,
so
okay.
have to be a visiting cleric. Anyway,
Ah.
so they do a final ritual, and his voice crescendos, and then ends with the word Saint Cuthbert, and then lowers his hands, and as he does, the other guests lower their hands too, and the head priest takes the two priests together take the cover of the sarcophagus and push it into place so that it covers the body. And then he takes a vial from his waist and opens up the top and sprinkles water across the top, and then turns around and gives a greeting of gesture to Kayla Carter and says a few words to her just of comfort, and that he'll rest in the arms of justice and peace from this point on.
Any hissing and gnashing of teeth?
Nothing that you see, no.
He's not
By
moving.
the
Is
way,
anything
Alright,
else
cool.
acting weird in here, or everyone just like all grief stricken?
yeah, no, the only you see a pretty normal kind of burial proceeding. You, by the way, when you Rolo, when you stepped into the room, you still had your detect magic going, and everything still looks normal.
Okay.
You see a little bit of an aura of magic from the vial that he took from his waist when he sprinkled
Oh,
water
really?
over the top.
Well, it's holy water, so
Yo, he's got that
Makes
goofy
sense.
juice. Oh, okay. Oh
It's
yeah,
just holy water.
Okay,
a
that
little
makes
bit,
sense.
yeah, mild
That makes
magic
sense.
error.
Okay, little swig, drink, you know.
Some for you, some for me.
I rub it on my
Buy some
gums.
for the
I'm all
beast.
like, yeah.
Peter first, he goes around and greets Lady Carter and just says, "I'm sorry for your loss." And they have a short conversation about how he knew Terrell, and when Peter says something about the flying griffin, she stiffens a little bit toward him, and
Really?
and at that point is a little less interested and a little less cordial toward him, but she's still respectful and kind, and then she thanks him for coming, and then Peter returns to the side with y'all.
What's that?
Well,
guy's
yeah,
name
she
again?
would be stiff because didn't she send us there because she knew her husband was hanging out there? Something.
Yeah.
Yeah. So she
that,
probably wasn't.
he might be a person
thrilled
of
with that.
interest to talk to then.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Meanwhile, the other couple that's up in the north side, they come over to Kayla, and at that point she starts crying more openly with them. They seem very familiar with each other,
Yeah.
and Kayla and that couple start to walk out of the alcove. Meanwhile, the two priests are taking care of a few different items, just things that they had brought in for the ritual, putting out the incense burners, things like that.
Okay.
Peter, once he's come back around, he talks to y'all for a second. He said, "I'm glad y'all could come. I know that y'all have been
Busy.
looking into this death and what's going on. It still it boggles my mind to know that this kind of thing is happening."
Yeah.
Just
glad
as
to be
mysterious
of
as the fire at
service.
the end.
Yeah, I noticed
Exactly.
that the widow is kind of upset about your not relationship, but your interaction. You guys are talking about the griffin or something like that, right?
Oh yeah, well, I can't blame her. She always, Terrell always said that this was not the Flying Griffin was not the kind of place that his wife would have approved of. So
Mhm.
Interesting.
Makes sense.
Are we sure the wife isn't evil?
Not
I
that we
need to
know
go
of.
there again.
Okay.
So.
All right, I was just curious.
So we'll talk to. Let's see. Who do we talk to?
There's
See, I
another
don't know
So-
who we need
there,
to
right?
talk to. I just don't know what questions to ask.
so
I feel like Will Smith and I Robot. Asking the
Why
wrong
don't we just
question.
leave it, wait for everything to end, and then we'll talk to everyone outside of the pit of despair.
the
I love the pit of despair.
what sorry, losing names. Peter.
Yes.
He says, by the way, there's another reason why I'm glad you're here. I want you to meet somebody. At this point, the
Okay.
Kayla and her friends are heading on the way out. The other priest, one of the younger of the two priests, seems to have finished what he's been doing, and he takes some items and scoots past y'all a little bit and is heading out. And Peter walks over to the older priest who's conducting the ceremony, and he says, "Father Jeffrey, these are the people I was telling you about." He says, "Oh, in that case, you're very welcome here." The murderers. Yeah, no. He said, "What? When you say the people you was telling about, how do you mean?" And Peter says, "Well, these are the ones who have been investigating Terrell's death, and especially
right.
all that has been happening out of the Flying Griffin that I've been witnessing." And Peter turns back to y'all and says, "You see, Father Jeffrey and I were working together a little bit whenever I was having trouble with these people. I would do whatever I could, but I'm a storyteller. I'm an entertainer, and so what could I do? So I had an old acquaintance. I had an old acquaintance with Father Jeffrey from before, and so I got in touch with him again to see if they can get any help from a priest. And so he and I have been talking about this. We were originally making some plans that he might come over and perform some sort of ritual over the Flying Griffin before everything happened. So
yeah, that
Shame
would
about
have
all
been a
that.
good idea.
At the time, however, when I suggested that to Thalia, she was very much against the idea. So,
Gotcha.
What's she know?
That's peculiar.
Well, Father, like you, we're seeking justice for the people. You know, it's the Mr. Carter, Lord Carter, is not the only one who's met some time in the end and has some mysterious things going on to him lately. So you know, we're here to try and find out. So any information you have, if you know of anybody else that has met some similar circumstances, anything you know would be extremely helpful to us.
Extremely helpful.
He seems to size you up for a second. He says, I wonder if you might be the right people for this or not."
Oh, we are.
Oh yeah, definitely.
He says, "No, I shouldn't have even brought it up. I don't think I can take that chance. There's too much at stake."
Well, the right people for what? You know, do you have somebody in mind that might be kind of running what's going on? Do you have somebody in front? We can certainly, in the interest of justice, we would be, and in the halls of St. Cuthbert here, you know, we're interested in justice as much as you would be, and we would be happy to aid you in your journey for justice as much as we can.
Okay, roll a diplomacy check.
That's terrible.
That's hilarious.
I good words.
Yeah, Tim Goodwords. I'm gonna good word you.
Did that sound what diplomacy?
Yeah.
It's
on fire. Okay. He says, so after you speak, then Peter and Father Jeffrey exchange glances, and Peter seems to kind of silently plead with him, and Father Jeffrey relents and says, "Okay, there's something that I think you all should see." And he walks past y'all and out into the entryway, and instead of heading up the stairs, he heads deeper into the crypt area.
Oh God!
And opens the door on the other side. So what you all see
behind this door over here?
I know, right?
I've heard people say that before.
Man, Ooh. Whoa, 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 whoa. Stop
It's the,
opening.
it's the same thing that was upstairs. It's okay.
Is this
I'm not going to
God.
be as careful about this. Basically, you see multiple doorways around this round area.
God damn it. I just
Is
go
this
back
Moria?
upstairs. I go back upstairs.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
One of the doorways is an entryway. It's not doesn't have a door, but on the far side it goes over to this area here. Yeah.
Oh.
Who's the entrance with the least foul?
The entrance with what?
The least foul smell.
Oh, right.
Fair enough.
Okay. And
Smell most
Let's see.
foul.
Why isn't he going in?
he is. I'm sorry. I got him.
Okay.
I'm just trying to keep you with him. So I'm trying to turn him, and I keep trying to.
Oh, pinging
There we
him
go.
by accident.
And then he turns again and heads over to this doorway over here. Meanwhile, Peter is following him as well.
Through the wall? Damn.
I know, it's amazing. Okay. Okay. And then he opens the doorway that he's in front of, and you see.
I look back behind me and see the lack of anybody and shake my head again.
Yeah, I don't know if anybody's following you. Hard to know.
He's
You
dead.
see another crypt
Oh,
over
God.
here.
That looks. Oh God.
Okay.
Why are the walls bleeding? I don't understand.
Right.
I shouldn't stand right on
Okay.
the symbol. Let's stand
Father
off.
steps in, and basically what you see is a room that has instead of torches has, or instead of lanterns rather,
Just glowing.
has gems that are brightly lit.
Oh, God.
Right next to the door. It looks like they must be magical. You see two ornate statues on either side that look like guardians that are protecting, and then a large sarcophagus in the middle with a symbol of an axe engraved into the top of it.
That's Saint Cuthbert. He's ready to come out.
So Father Jeffrey walks in and walks to the right side of the. Oh, I should move. Yeah, it walks to the right
Should
side
run
of the
away.
thing. Peter is walking into, and at that point he gestures back to Peter and to the rest of y'all, and he says, "Stay on that side of the room for just a second." While this.
Oh God.
Okay.
You don't want to get any of this in your.
Okay. So y'all,
laugh. I hate it when you laugh.
you guys are just
Don't snicker
ridiculous.
like that. Please don't
You guys are so.
stop.
No, I'm laughing at you guys.
I know. We're gonna die.
Straight up. Decades of battered rice syndrome
It's
going
like
on
you
here.
just
So.
raise your hand a little bit and we're like, oh God.
Okay.
It's like, I'm
But-
sorry.
I need to know so that I can tell who can see what. I need to know where you guys are. Have you gone right up next to him? Have you stayed back? Are you
Oh.
a mouth breather? Are you still hanging out in the old crypt? What's going on?
Here.
I need a young priest and a new
I was
priest.
following him.
Kinda in the
Okay.
door
Well,
there.
go ahead. You
I'll
can
be in the
move
door.
yourself so I have a feel for where you are, where you want to be, and so I can see what you can see.
So he can measure the cone.
Or I'll move you if you're following him. Then you're somewhere over here.
Wait, I'm trying to move
You're
my
definitely
character,
gonna
but
be in the
it's,
cone then.
I'm getting this crazy kind of lag. I think it's my system resources are all jacked up. I'm
Uh-oh.
trying to move-
Okay. Well, I'll move you.
Can you move me in there?
Yeah, there you are. Okay.
Right on.
So I'll
to-
back. All right.
Somebody detect
So,
traps.
Father Jeffrey moves to the far side of the wall. What you see him do is place his hand on one of the stones on the wall, and it and the stone presses in when he pushes on it.
Of course it does.
At the same time, there's a cylinder that you could even tell was cut from the wall that pops out, and he's able to pull it out a little farther and then use it like a lever. And so as he does that, he moves that, and the crypt, the sarcophagus starts to slide to the side.
Oh god.
At this point, you see Peter's eyes not like suddenly wide, but just in surprise. He hasn't seen this before. You notice that it's very dark inside, but you also notice that it seems like it doesn't. It's not a shallow sarcophagus. It's actually something that has a lot of depth that goes down far, and you even see the beginning of stair steps. But it seems to go about 3 steps in, and then seems to get really dark, like almost
like
strangely dark.
Like it's being magically blinded from our sight.
Something like that.
Yep.
So Father says, Jeffrey turns to you and he says, it's really important that that everything remain exactly like it is now.
Don't touch
and then
anything.
at that point you see something happen
Oh,
out of the
No.
darkness.
Do I need to roll initiative?
Oh,
my
I forgot.
God.
I can do this too. Hang on a second.
Oh my god.
So that's what it looks like there.
Oh, hey,
Thanks,
do
buddy.
we hear footsteps coming up? What is
Yeah.
that?
That's friends. That's friends, guys. Yay.
Shield.
So
They seem these figures are sinewy in cloaks. They seem like that just seem like people, but they seem unnaturally thin and covered from head to foot in black.
So like models.
Yeah.
So okay.
And they seem to almost, so if they jumped quite far. They seem unnaturally light. And yeah. So Tony, I have some news for you. As soon as you turn around, you notice that the door behind you has shut.
I go, I just lay down. I lay down. I go, yeah, I go, as planned. And scene. And I take my magic wand, I put it into my mouth, and I say, "Sweet relief."
Yes, he
Help me, Jeebus.
immediately draws his rapier.
Which way is he facing? At them or us?
Sorry, at them.
Like, it's time to kill him, motherfucker.
Okay, just to backtrack.
Yeah.
Why are you rolling?
So
Stop rolling.
Priest dude goes, "Oh yeah, it's right down here, suckers." And then we go, "Yeah, that looks like a good idea." Despite all up until now saying, "No, I ain't going in there. I'm not going in there." I go, "Fuck it, let's go in there." And then he goes, "Hey, just make sure you don't touch anything." And then he opens it up and lets out all these hell demons.
They're friendly hell demons. I mean, he didn't say roll initiative, so.
Oh yeah, this is initiative that I'm rolling, so you can roll.
Oh, shut up! Damn you!
People laugh at
I don't like you anymore.
I'm too cautious. Look at this! Look what's happening now. You see what's happening right now? This is happening right now, and this is all your fault, Ruben. It's all your fault. I'll play it. Okay. Wait, Ben, you still there?
There.
Okay, cool.
Kill all of them.
Friends.
9. Yes, please.
Let's see.
9.
Ruben, you have like +2 on dexterity, I think.
Steal after everyone.
Yes.
That's hilarious.
Please kill me first.
See, you also you might have 3 on dexterity. I can't remember anymore.
You get
Anyway.
all of the bats. Hmm.
Okay.
Need to. Damn it, Ruben's in my way.
I'll be dead soon. You can go right over that.
Yeah. I don't want to. Okay, where is it? No, where this spell.
Oh my god, I knew it.
Okay. So, yep, Rolo, you go first.
Okay. Okay. So hold on. So, yeah. I'll just ask you. So the scorching ray is a cone, right?
No. So
No. What's it do?
it's a beam of heat.
It's a beam, so it's like a straight line.
Yes.
Oh, that's good. That's good. That's good. Okay.
It's a magical beam.
So I can step like. Okay, hold on. Where is everybody?
Oh, sorry, but it does. Sorry, it does a straight line, but it's not like a lightning bolt. It just hits one target.
Oh, it only hits one target?
Yeah.
Yes.
Oh, I thought it hit.
Yeah. It would be nice if it hit multiple.
That would be awesome. Can I skip over people? Oh. Can I just shoot the priest? No, but can I shoot the priest even though he's behind a bunch of people?
Oh, you can move, and so you can get a good shot at him.
Dude, yeah. Yeah, let's do that. Move there. There.
That is a big thing of milk.
And move kind of behind Peter. I got that fancy, what is it, wand? Yeah.
Yeah.
Wand of scorching ray.
We're 20 minutes. Mm-hmm. Okay. Mm-hmm.
Boom, 46 fire damage right at that priest, dude.
Okay. Let's see. Okay, gotcha. I was just reading Scorching Ray a little bit. All right, so you step to the side and fire at the priest. Okay, you need to roll to strike.
Strike.
Yeah, with Scorching Ray, it's not automatic, which means that you can get a critical Scorching Ray, which is I'm waiting to see someday.
That'll be cool. Today, right now, here it is.
Okay. You have a 16 dexterity, so that's plus 3. Then base. It's basically like a missile weapon, is what you just did. So let's see, what would it be?
I could have rolled that. That's okay. Yeah. Like a missile. So it's it's
6 plus 6.
Plus 6.
To strike.
Yeah.
Okay.
So that's 16.
Yep. So you hit him. So you need to roll 4 dice 6.
Damn.
Okay. He lights up and screams.
Nice.
All right. Let's see. Okay, so the priest right after that, he whoa, that's not what I wanted to move. That's supposed to happen. Okay. Stop that.
Okay.
Oh, I covered him up. That's not helpful. Okay, let me try this. Hang on a second.
No problem.
Yeah, dude, self the shifting.
Time to release the bats, the venomous bats. Oh my god.
All right, there we go. Now, Jeffrey, the Father Jeffrey, after getting burned in the chest, he runs over and jumps into the darkness and disappears.
Oh man. I guess it's time to give to chase him, huh?
And then
wait, do we get a shot of opportunity because he's leaving?
No, that only happens if he's running by you or something like that.
Next to us.
Oh man.
That was another thing I gave to the monk character is the combat reflexes. Is that if you get an attack of opportunity, you actually get, instead of 1 attack of opportunity, you get 1 plus your, I think it's your dexterity modifier, number of attacks. So in this case,
number of attacks?
In this case, in this case, you'd get the monk would get 4 attacks on somebody who ran by them.
Damn,
That's
that's
awesome.
crazy.
Yeah.
I want to be a monk.
Yes.
I know, right? I want to die now.
We're all gonna die, all gonna wipe and become monks and clerics.
All right.
Right?
Okay.
Okay.
From
so-
the. Oh yes. Oh no. Actually, Tony, you are next up.
Yeah. God.
Probably should have done shield, but I just felt like I needed some vindication on that bastard.
Dude, you should have like done Ring of the Ram and punched him out of position. But let's see. What can I do? I identify.
Good idea.
Grab one of
Louise.
these things and find out what it is.
Yeah. Unfortunately, I don't have much
What are you?
as far as crafty things I can do right now.
You have
It's
all those
pretty much-
magic missiles.
I do have magic missiles, so
Hey, Mark,
I'm-
is that
I
stairway
think-
just a straight shot, or is it like curving like the other stairways?
It's straight.
Okay.
Yeah, 'cause I was thinking. But if I summon it, I'm gonna summon an aminal, but we don't know how long I have it for. That's correct. It's not that long, unfortunately.
Right.
So
It lasts for a number of rounds.
yeah, but like, because I want to give chase. I want to chase him. You know what I mean? That dude.
Oh, I see.
Oh, I'm
But-
gonna.
Okay, we'll tell you what. You know what? Let's just. They look undead, so I'm gonna do the quarterstaff. The
Okay.
quarterstaff. The quarterstaff is Stevie. Hold up. Let's see. Yeah, that's what I do.
Okay, step up to somebody.
I'm thinking I'm gonna go
Yeah.
to. Wait, who's this guy right here?
That's Peter.
Peter. Okay, Peter looks like he's okay. I'm gonna go close to Ruben because odds are, you know.
Okay.
All right, I give this dude right here, and I'm gonna do. Oh, magic missile. Sorry.
Oh, magic
no,
missile.
No,
Okay.
no,
well,
sorry. No. I meant to say the
staff, right?
The staff. Okay. I don't know how much damage staffs do. Unfortunately, I don't.
It does 1d6, and then
Plus-
it's an enchanted staff, so it's +1, and then
and then strength.
you
modifier.
get your strength modifier, which I think you have +1 or something like that on
+1.
there. Or 0, I don't know which. You
Wait,
have.
hold on. Strength. No, 0, 0, 0.
Okay.
Okay.
But we gotta hit him first. So.
Yeah, I know, right? All right. Hey, yeah. Your thing.
Huh.
Okay. I think that should be enough. You get plus something. Tony,
Plus,
Your
my.
stats. Let's see.
I'm looking at
Hold on.
I'm looking at it right now.
It should be on melee. Oh, +2.
melee.
So yeah,
Oh,
you hit
okay.
him.
Yeah. Where does the melee section? I keep looking at the wrong places.
Oh, so it's what
mod
you look at is look
base.
beneath your ability scores, and the first thing you'll come to is your saving throws, and then it has spell resistance, base attack, grapple, and then it has melee and ranged. Or I want to say
okay,
melee,
it's got-
it's supposed to be melee.
Melee.
yeah.
Yeah. We've been saying it for decades, so.
Yes, exactly.
So no, I see it now. I'm sorry, I didn't go all the way down to the bottom. Okay. All right, so it's 1 not 1.8. It's 1.8.
1d6
1.6, right? Plus.
and be +1.
Yeah. 2.
Okay, so you do 3 points of damage to it.
3.
Smack it across the chest, and it growls a little bit.
Yeah. Figured as much. Okay. I was wondering if they were like kind of like fodder, kind of, they die
Yeah.
easily. So okay. Yep, that's what I do. And I bend over and start kissing my ass. Okay. Cool.
All right. Yes. So, each of the 4 creatures has in its hands a rod in one hand and a what's
staff
that
in
called?
the
A
other?
comma. It's a comma in the other. Yeah, it's not
It's
Psalm
that
23.
reaping thing.
They each lift up their rods, and you see the tip of the rod glow and burst.
Crap. Oh god.
No, they don't.
I don't like that sound of that at all.
That didn't happen. Nope.
Okay.
Mm-mm.
Need you to all to roll a save versus will.
I don't want to do it.
Oh,
I don't want to do it. 15.
come on. Come on.
I will say, motherfucker.
Wow.
Dang.
Damn. Yes, master.
No.
Oh, God.
Okay, Tony. Oh, that was you, the 15 back there. Okay. It's good. You have +4 on your will saves, so you're good. Okay. Yeah.
Got 20.
Yes. Let's see. What's the symbol I use? That one?
I have no bonus to will. Good lord.
No, that's worse. I'll probably like turn around and start attacking you.
Let's see. So Mouth Breather and Tony both your head seems to go fuzzy. It's at first the flash is bright enough to give you spots in your eyes for a second, but you're able to shake that away and you're upright. But when you open your eyes again, you see Peter and Rollo on the ground.
Oh, crap.
Waka waka waka. Oh, jeez. Are they asleep on the just rolling on the ground or?
They're still.
Oh, they're
Damn it.
Oh, that's ironic.
No.
That is
That's
ironic.
funny. What's funny is I went to hide behind Peter because I'm like, well, if they start beating people, we'll beat him first.
Okay, I have a question, Mark. So if I pick up his cloak and then do invisibility, do I just how does
Bastard? It's easy. I fly to Japan and whoop you.
It's like, how exactly does that work? How does that work exactly?
Okay, well, two things. One is that it's a robe that he had to put on, so it'll take more than just kind of untying it
Second
and
to take
slinging
it
it on
off.
your back.
I'm
Yeah,
willing to
take a
wait.
little more time. Willing to wait.
No, I go,
I'm boneless here.
hey,
You can't.
get up, man. God damn it. Okay, all right, it's time to pull out the big guns. Release the bats.
Okay, well, hang on. It's Mouth Breather's turn.
Oh, that's right.
This is,
How
what
many
is it?
people-
1, 2,
Can you
3,
take out
that's
Mouth
5
Breather?
of these suckers?
Sorry, say again?
5 of these suckers around here? Shoot.
Yes.
Okay, well. Chase that one dude, but I would leave Anthony alone.
You know, hey, I had a good run.
I'm asleep anyway. I'm gonna go grab a snack real quick.
Okay.
All right. Well, if any of these guys, who got smacked? I go smack that guy. Which one? Which one? Which one got
There's
hit?
one standing right in front of Tony.
I got 3 next to me.
Yes, you do.
Hell. All right.
See, this is revenge for killing that old lady.
Okay, I guess. I move like right here,
Yeah.
and I swing at, let's see, this guy, because I guess I can't really be flanked.
Right.
Normal strike.
Okay. Okay. Let's see. Gosh, you guys, you have such high attack stuff. Let me take a look here. Yeah, your melee is +7. Okay. Okay. All right, so that's a total of 15. So so you take a big swing with your scythe, and it just narrowly folds itself backwards out of the way of the strike and dodges it.
Oh, damn.
Now, stay still.
Damn you. Okay, let's see, where are we? Tony, your turn.
Really? Oh man,
Mhm.
I don't want to.
Well, there aren't that many people standing anymore, so.
Oh, good point. Oh, that's so messed up. Oh my god. Oh, hold on. Let's see. I guess I'm going to. Oh god.
Back to back to me, so they can't flank you. Well, they can't backstab it, whatever.
Oh yeah, good point. So if I shoot magic missile back to back, that's okay, right?
Yeah,
still
that's
pretty
fine. Let's see. Let me put mouth breather. So if you did that,
Like if like Ben was over a little bit more to the, you know.
yeah. So he was facing this way in order to attack the way he just did. So you would be facing south if you were to stand back to back with it.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, something like that.
So okay. So if you want to do that, let's see. Oh, that's not it. Let's see. All right. Let's see. No flanking. There you go.
Flanking scares mages a lot.
All right. So you go run around to his back, and then what you want to do?
I'm gonna light him up with that. God, you know what? Let's just do a flaming thing. Like
Okay, what kind of flaming thing do you mean?
The scorching ray. Sorry, scorching ray.
Okay. Guy straight in front of you?
Yep.
Okay. Roll a
Alright.
strike.
All right. Let's see.
Oof, that'll do it.
It did not. Yep.
Oh,
Okay, roll 4d6.
4 dice 6. Let's do it. Hey, that's not
Okay.
too bad.
16. Okay, and he flames up and hits the ground.
Nice. Oh, okay, that's 1. I mean, that's 2. Oh no, that's 1. That's 1. That's right. Oops.
All
our
right,
teammate doesn't count.
Yeah, that's how it's done.
the four of them raise their rods in the air, and the tip
Don't-
glows and flashes again.
Don't you do that.
Need you to roll a save versus will.
Oh God.
I
don't
will
want to.
save.
I don't want to.
10. I got a 10.
Okay,
Oh,
let's
God.
see what your will save is, mouth breather.
0.
12.
Let's see. Oh, not good. No.
0.
Yeah, it's 0. Yeah. Okay.
Yay.
Oops.
Oh, jeez Louise.
Yeah.
Look
Okay.
like a monk, I was saying.
So 12. You have +4. All right. So, Tony, you
I
feel you feel a heavy weight against your back. as
And it's
mouth
not.
breather drops to the ground.
I go, yeah, that's about right. Okay, so it's just me against 3 of these dudes, huh?
4. Yeah.
Yeah, 4.
Yeah.
Oh, that's right. There's 5 of them. Or
There
4
were
of them?
5. Yeah.
Thing where you can like make people wake up,
Nah, dude.
like magic alarm clock.
Dude, I just burn fools. Oh my god.
Magic
Oh my god. Oh my god. Dude. All right. If I release the bats, they will eat them too, right?
This is the
2. Yes. They're not under your control.
Oh man. But I love them. Oh. Okay. Let me think.
Release the bats.
I mean, we're already dead. You made us.
Wait, I'm trying to think. I'm looking at the stuff I just got. Unfortunately, all the stuff that might help with this is
You didn't get today.
No, I do have a wand of scorching ray. Why is it under my thing?
Only one of you has it.
I have it.
Let's see.
You can take it out of my hand. I just got knocked out.
No, each of
Why
you
is it
got a wand though, because there was. Let's see, who has what?
There's a wand of silence.
Oh, I
there's
don't
a
have
wand of
who
si-
has these things. That sucks. Anyway, there was a wand of acid arrow as well.
I don't have that on my list.
I
at
thought
all.
that's what you had.
No, I have. In my thing, it says wand of scorching ray, wand of silence, cloak of protection, quarterstaff of cleaving, ring of protection, and ring of climbing.
Okay.
All right. Well, for the purposes of the game as
I'll
it
switch to
exists, I'm
a-
going to have to assume that he has the Scorching Ray, which
Okay, then we'll just swap it. Then I
Yeah.
guess I'll have the acid arrow then.
okay.
Yeah, because I didn't put any of the rest of that. The only thing I saw I grabbed is the robe, the Scorching Ray, and the ring.
Okay.
I think you got everything else.
Okay. So then let's acid arrow one of the dudes.
Okay.
No,
Let
but
me-
no. It's not gonna work because is the acid arrow like it's magic acid or is it like just
Yeah.
Acid,
So, well, it's
well?
It's
I mean,
acid.
of course it's
so.
of course
Let's take a look.
it's
Let's see.
magic.
Mouse acid arrow. Let's see.
Can you just take it and enjoy the carnage as you...
Magical arrows of acid springs from your hand and speeds toward this target. In this case, from the thing, it does 2d4 points of acid damage, and then deals another 2d4 points of damage the round after that.
Mm. Okay. I think it's time to summon that monster. Yeah, you know what? I'm gonna summon a monster. I need more people around me. Other
It's
targets.
desperation time.
Okay.
Yeah.
As you start to raise your hands to cast the spell, one of the beings in front of you raises his hand and says, "Stop! You cannot win."
Says you. I go, you damn right. I can't win. And I put my hand down.
Okay.
You got that right, buddy.
You feel a piece of cloth drop over the top of your head, and
Oh, man,
as
I
one
don't
of the
like-
creatures comes up behind you, and then a sting in your arm, and you drop unconscious.
Oh man. The things have yep.
Oh, God.
Never give up. Never surrender. Ah, okay, I surrender.
Until now. Now it's okay.
Asshole.
Oh my god.
Is this really like I'll wake up tied to chairs in the basement?
Let's see. There aren't
I
any
don't think I've ever
chairs.
wiped the whole thing.
There's
There are any
just on the
chairs.
floor.
All right.
Back
let's
to back to back.
I'm trying to find a character to represent Mark too. Mark, you're a gingerbread.
Yeah, what's up with the free floating mouth? Ray?
I'm working on that. Mark is a gingerbread cookie, maybe. I don't know.
Every so often I flip over there and it's like first there was a sandwich and then there's
Oh,
this
but look,
free floating
but-
mouth.
Hey, but look at this. Now you're a jug of milk.
Who knew?
See, look, I got that part
I thought you
working.
lost the milk.
I found it. That's what I've been doing. That's why there's free floating mouth now.
Okay. You all wake up. I need you to roll a fortitude save.
Who's gonna be vomiting?
I feel weird.
Big number.
Saving.
I'm fortitudes.
Yes.
I am not.
Oh, fortitude save. Ooh,
I should not have given up.
fortitudinous.
Good lord.
Whoa.
I
Okay.
feel awesome.
All right. So you wake up with a
That was
massive
great. Can
headache,
you do it
and
again?
Tony throws up all over himself.
I go, God
Um,
damn it.
Why couldn't I get that one of will save? What the hell?
Mm.
You are. Okay, first of all, can you see where you are on the screen, or did it all go black?
In the
Went all
dark.
black.
I'm black.
Okay.
Is it all black?
This
Toward
is
the
not
right hand
me.
side of the screen, so you probably want to zoom out again to
Zoom out.
at least
It's
50%.
not let- oh, there it is.
There'll just be a
Oh, yeah, there
rectangle
we go.
where you can
There
see
it is.
yourselves.
Yeah. Yeah. There it is.
Okay. I see. Okay.
Oh, at the beginning of a big maze.
Okay.
A big giant hell. And the hell mouth is just to the
Hell no.
All right. What you see around you is that is a poorly lit room. You can just see slivers of light coming through different stones here and there, and especially the door that's on the north side of your this room. The door is wood and metal both, and
Mhm.
and has it has no handle or anything like that on your side of it. You see bars across much of it and running through it, and then also in the room there's a large pile of hay. There's a bench, and then there's what must be a hole that's used as the latrine because of the stench in the room, in the very back of it. You are.
So, did I recover spells sleeping like
that? You are still. I wouldn't call this a good rest that you just got.
I woke up feeling great.
I didn't say you woke up feeling great.
Did you see that fortitude save? Come on, I felt.
That was beautiful. It's true. You can't argue with
that. I wish I could get knocked out more often.
I just gotta look. What is your bonus to fortitude?
Only 3. That was a natural 20.
Was it?
Yes. Yeah, the thing, yeah.
Yeah, your fortitude is 3. Holy crap. Okay.
That's why I said, why couldn't I get that on the will save? That would have been
awesome.
Like, stupid light. Another scorching ray for you.
You are still in the same clothing that you had, so robes, armor, whatever else that you were wearing, you still have on you. But anything else that you were carrying, including weapons, are gone.
The ring?
Rings are gone too.
A ring?
Yeah. Without trying, as far as you know, you probably can.
You said it's dark in here? I'll try some light. I'll do some light. I can do that.
Okay. Cool.
Yeah, I got dancing lights, so I'll just put some light in here.
Oh, that kind of thing. Okay. Yeah.
Yeah.
All right. Yeah, you get some dancing lights going. Woohoo! Yeah, disco.
I do color spray by accident, and everybody gets knocked out.
Sleep.
Everybody stand over there while I do dancing lights. Oops. So now we can get a better look around. So does it work?
Yes.
Dancing?
Yeah. Okay.
So we're laughing at our misfortune.
Just wait till she's locked in the dungeon.
Yes.
That's what he said.
Oh.
Yeah. See how it is.
Well, look at this. Look at this way, folks. It's better than a total wipe, right?
I guess so.
Oh,
I'm not so sure. I got no way to get out of here.
We'll see.
You can try to burn the door. They'll come for us eventually, and then
that's what I'm saying. They're gonna have to come talk to us, right? So,
or they can just leave us down here to die.
Fair enough. That is also an option.
Starve to death.
You know, it's all how how you look at it. It can go a lot of different ways.
Oh, okay.
A giant cookie is now on the screen. That is going to be Ruben. Ruben, your cookie, and Tim will be milk. I got a chicken nugget. I got a chicken nugget available. I got a pickle, and
oh God, there's the disembodied mouth again.
Yeah. Yep. So yeah, man. Let's see. I guess we'll rest up for now. Do we have like a game plan?
Yeah, just rest.
Like we can like tackle them or something like that.
We can do the old, hey, my friend is sick. I mean, you did just yak all over the place.
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah, we could totally be like, yeah, do it. So while he's yakking, help, my friend, he's throwing up all over himself. Help, I think he's sick. I think he's dying.
He's like, yeah, I'm totally throwing up over myself, dudes. Yeah.
And I'm banging on the door. I'll start banging on the door, yelling.
Okay.
My friend, he's terribly sick. Help him.
I'm like, yes, I'm terribly sick. Help me. Please.
Okay, you bang on the door, you yell. You don't seem to hear any voices or any sounds coming from the other side.
Please. Please answer the door, please. I beg of you. Do we have a game plan of what we're gonna do when they come out and get? Let's start a fire.
Color spray.
I'm thinking, why don't you burn that wall down at that door?
Get all that hay, right?
Yes.
You know,
Suffocate.
granted, this is probably a giant fire hazard. We probably will die
We'll
of smoke
just
inhalation.
suffocate. We'll
That
die
being
from
said,
smoke inhalation in the enclosed space.
Yeah, that being said, I think it's a sound plan, sir.
Or
Yes.
the barbarian could try to knock it down.
Yeah, break it with your muscles.
Door.
Sorry, what do you do with the door?
I try and knock it down.
Okay. Let's see. Roll a strength check.
Hey,
Good lord. Okay.
All right.
he's strong.
All right.
Actually, let's see if the door opens first.
There's no handle.
Damn.
Yeah, he just flies straight through.
I did not see that happening.
It's like one of those
Oh.
Western swinging doors.
Oh, it was really a faux curtain. All right.
Ah.
Defeated.
No. So you make really loud rattle of the door. It almost you think you might hear a slight crack sound to it, but you're not sure. But it holds firm.
Slight crack. That just means do it again.
There you go.
Okay, I'm berserk.
You go, oh, no.
That's me.
I'm
Oh,
claustrophobic.
Well, you just okay.
Oh, okay.
So the first strength check was, let's see, you have 19 strength. So the first strength check was a 22. You go into a rage this time, and now you have a 23 strength, and so it's 6, 20, 22 also. Yeah. So again, the door rattles even louder. Like anybody is going to hear this. Anybody who's nearby. But it still holds firm.
I go, hey guys, look, there's a
how many
key
times
in
can I
that
keep hitting the
book."
door?
You know, till you eventually you'll start making saves against fortitude to see if you can keep it up.
See if you knock yourself unconscious. There's no lock on this side?
Wait, I was about to say, can't you
No.
pick the lock?
No, there's no handle or lock
side.
on this side.
Mm.
And also, he has absolutely nothing to use at the moment.
No one has any sort of astral
My
projection,
good looks.
projection kind of like thing.
No.
No.
Wait, before
Only at level
like,
2.
Mark, you said
Yeah.
that there's like beams of light coming into the room. They're not necessarily coming from the door, are they?
A little bit from either side of the door and underneath.
Really?
Man.
Well, again.
Wait, I saw this in Pirates of the Caribbean. We take the bench and we wedge
It's
it up
called
underneath the door.
Leverage.
And we lift the door off its hinges.
Sounds like
saw this
sounds like a plan to me.
In the play Pirates of the
Play. Okay.
I think this Pirates of Penzance.
Sure. Wait.
All right.
I was supposed
Okay.
to guys even spells that can add strength to me.
Build a large wooden badger.
All right.
Wait, okay, I have a
So-
question. Can I
Yeah.
cast like Wait, where's my familiar?
Not here.
Can I is there any connection
outside.
to it?
You don't feel anything.
Oh, we're too far away, I think.
Okay.
Or they killed him.
I think we would know that.
That's true. You would know if they were dead.
It's true.
Man, this guy sucks. He's not even as good as Lassie. Lassie would send for help. You know?
It's true, stupid cat. That's what I get for picking a cat.
I know,
Cats
right?
don't care.
I don't care. You just want food. Okay. Jeez. All right. So we kind of I guess look for like with thief abilities. Can you check a room to see if there's anything you can pick or possibly use to your advantage to get out?
What else in the room again? Just
We got
hay?
hay. We got doo-doo. A
He's
latrine.
a
Hey,
MacGyver.
there's a
Yeah,
latrine.
yes,
Can you fit in a latrine? You're short. Can you get in the doo-doo hole?
What?
Yeah. Can Tim fit in the doo-doo hole? No.
I'm going in the doodle hole.
Go in the doo-doo hole, man. Do it
It's
for
a
the team.
poop hole. There's nothing there. It's a poop.
Nah, dude. Just do the doo-doo hole.
For what?
Yeah,
Why would
jump
I-
in the doo-doo. Dude, jump in the doo-doo hole,
You
right?
jump in the doodle hole.
And then get out the other side and then come save us, dude. You'll be the hero.
There's no out of a doodle hole. It's just a hole.
Dude, there's totally always an out of a doo-doo hole. There always is out. That's the whole point of a doo-doo hole.
You hear a sound of
Mark,
you hear a sound of metal rapping on the door.
everyone, let's go to sleep. Let's go to sleep. Go to sleep. Go to sleep. We're sleeping.
No, I'm gonna ask. Does your doodle hole go anywhere? Or is it
Where,
just a
I need to
hole?
know. I'm demanding. Where does this doo-doo hole go, sir?
Okay.
Take a day.
At this point, you see that you see something pull apart, and what you notice is that the wood part of the door seems to disengage from the metal, and there's a metal cage of bars that are still in place, but the wood part opens.
Man, this thing's good.
Okay.
That's brilliant.
And you see this.
Yogg-Sothoth?
Oh, it's him. I released the
Mother-
bats.
You mother.
What is it?
I'm gonna. It's Peter Jackass.
Oh my god! It's you. Bats. All the bats. All the
Color
bats in his
spray.
face. I go,
Is
oh,
he-
I go, wait, is he grinning? Or is he like, hey guys, I'm here to get you out?
He has an enigmatic face on right now. He's not grinning,
I just,
What the
but he's
hell
not.
is
He
going-
doesn't seem. He's not like creeping around either. He's at the moment he's just staring in at y'all.
What the
Alright.
hell is going on, man?
I got bats on standby.
Okay.
Well, I can knock his ass out. Don't worry about that.
He says, "There's a little too much going on here to explain."
We're not
But
going
you all-
anywhere.
But
But y'all are stupid.
it
I
seemed like, with all of these bumbling adventurers around the place, that there would not be much trouble. In fact, that maybe the prince's efforts even caused even more chaos around the city. But you all, as much as chaos that you caused, you also were undermining the tasks that we had at hand.
You damn
So
right.
that couldn't continue any longer.
Oh yeah, that's what we do, dog. We undermine. What?
It's not enough.
Oh, hey, wait. Is there? Can I see a lock now?
Yes, you can.
Color spray. Right now.
Bats.
Right now. He's
All right, roll
unconscious.
initiative.
Nice.
Right now, dude. Where is it? Where the hell's my initiative? There's my damn sheet.
20.
Okay. Oh, what? Oh, select me.
7.
Pshaw.
Okay,
Go unconscious. Go unconscious
cast-
right now.
you cast color spray. As soon as it hits the bars of the door, there is a big shock wave that
Damn
hits, and you get blown back onto the ground.
God damn it.
Um, let's see.
Well, I had to try.
And you take 2 points of damage as you
Shut up.
back.
Yeah, sleep it off.
Okay.
Ow.
That was unfortunate.
He said, "I suppose that was bound to happen." But like I was saying, there's only so long that we could let you go about this. On the other hand, there's certainly some possibilities for what could happen here. You see,
World
I
of
came to this city for a purpose, and to serve and to be a part of something great. And what are you all doing here? What are you here for? Money? For fame? For violence?
Yes.
Yeah.
That's about it.
You
I
need
mean,
to
okay.
open
You know us.
You need to open your eyes to the possibilities of something much greater than that.
What are you
Especially
trying to-
something
Bigger violence?
you see.
Anger
Hextor.
violence.
He says. You see, Hextor. Hextor is a god of something much greater than these fools around this city seem to latch on to. I mean, when do you get really great stories anyway? You get great stories from power. Power that overcomes challenges, power that undermines everything else in the world, power that brings even the wisest people under its control. Why did people care about stories like a David and Goliath? Was it for something as insipid as goodness? No, of course not. It was the ability of what somebody thought was weak to have power to overcome the strong. That's all that counts. That's what makes the story worthwhile.
Okay. I see your motivation, but bruh, you are straight up cray cray. Yeah, no. I go, you have a point. You know, it sounds crazy, but I see where you're coming from. Do I have to roll something?
That depends. What are you trying to do?
I'm trying to agree with him a little bit, like I'm coming around to what he's trying to say.
Okay, so you're trying to bluff him.
Yeah.
Okay.
I might actually like what he's saying.
Well, see, in that case, then it's not a bluff. That's why I'm saying, if you're trying to convince him of a lie, then that's one thing. But if you're just agreeing with him, then they don't need to roll for anything.
Okay, I go.
My guy's
Look,
agreeing.
dude, where are you coming from? Look. So, what do you want us to do? It sounds like you have some big plan. You know, I don't see what you're talking about.
You see the prince that can't see this. He is still under some illusion that good and evil are what rule the world. Even would call the god Hextor an evil god. Evil. That's such an old word. What really matters is power, and those who have the power will have everything. And that's what's going to happen here in Land to Run. And it's only a matter of time. Now, what to do with you all? Well, it seems like there are 3 possibilities.
Release us.
One is that you can die right here.
No, we don't like that.
The second would be that we could let you go, send you back to where you came from, have the money that you gathered through this little adventure of yours, the stories that you could tell, and you can leave Land to Run forever. But I suppose that one's a little more challenging, because how could I be guaranteed that you would never come back?
I don't know, dog. You just got to trust me.
Then there's the third choice. That you could understand the true power here in Land to Run. You could join in with what is going to happen here and be a part of the next wave of this world and this life here in the city.
Well, the only way we could even think about something like that is if we really knew who was at the top of this whole heap. Because as you said, we're not exactly bumbling idiot adventurers that are just looking around causing crap. And we're not just going to talk with some henchman. So we want to talk to the mistress. We want us to get in on this.
Oh God, he's rolling.
I said. Bill?
Okay. I got you all back. Sorry, I lost you for a while.
Oh God! God, nervous for a second.
It's just nothing. It's like,
Oh God!
It's like,
oh God! What's he doing? What's he doing?
No, what I said, which you probably didn't hear, was that I said that's really good, but you go ahead and roll diplomacy for what you were saying.
Okay.
oh, okay. Oh my God.
Okay. Jesus Christ.
I was like, oh, we're dead. We're totally dead. We're so dead right now.
Oh, God. Okay. Oh, good. My diplomacy is awesome. Come on. Come on. Come on. Big money. Big money. No whammies. Shh.
Okay.
That's awful.
He says he claps his hands and says bravo, bravo. I like where you're going with this. The mistress, yes, I'm sure that you will have a chance to meet her. I'm sure she'd be eager to meet you, but that's not in the cards for you. You think you are in the right place to meet the mistress? You think that you have grown into this formidable team of people that can't be overcome, and you think you can meet her at this time? There will be time for that, but what we need to know now is whether we can count you in this new order that is coming.
I go, hey, bro, look, you can tell I like shiny things. I like shiny, and I like blowing shit up. So what you're telling me is that if I join your little club here, that this can happen?
Absolutely.
Prove it. Because I'm just hearing a lot of jibba jabba. But, you know, we gotta have a little give and take here.
Is that so?
Well, yeah.
He says the first thing you will learn under Hextor's rule is the obedience that comes along with being a part of such an order. And then once we see that you have fallen in line, then you will have the ability to wreak havoc and to be a part of the power that you have grown into. In fact, learn greater power than you have ever experienced before.
I go, hey, bro, look, that's all cool about all that stuff. Look, I just want shiny stuff and to be able to bleed some magic. If you can make that happen, then we got a deal. But if not, you know, you're just blowing smoke up my ass, sir. And Tony don't like that.
If all you're after is something as uninteresting as wealth, then
you might be misunderstanding what I'm saying. Look, I like the journey. If it wasn't for the journey, I wouldn't be into this game. You know what I mean? Like, but the only thing I can quantify, you know, the way I can tell that it's worth my while is proof that yes, we will gain all this knowledge, we will gain all this power and all this other stuff. Because right now, this sounds like a bunch of join our death cult business. You know what I mean? I'm a man of action, sir, and
fine.
Look, I'm down with what you're saying.
Yes.
Okay. No, I'm down with what you're saying. You got my ears pierced. I know, because look, we killed a lot of people on accident already, and odds are I'm going to a bad place. So look, I figured, hey, dude, look, maybe we can make something happen.
Let me give you an example. He takes a pouch from his belt, and he empties its contents toward the bars, and there are
it's all
you
doo-doo.
hear hear clattering sounds and tinkling sounds through the bars as precious gems fall through. Looks like mostly rubies. A fairly decent size too. He says there.
Yeah, you could do that with illusion stuff. I'm
he
talking.
says,
Well, it's like, wait, how much is this?
Okay. So while he's you're breaking all up. Damn it.
Oh hell.
Exert.
Mark, come back.
Uh-oh.
My character doesn't really want to die, and he is kind of in for violence. And money's pretty
Goodness,
cool.
it happened again. I lost y'all. Sorry.
Where'd you
Oh,
go?
it's okay. It's okay. But the
I don't
silence.
even know what I
makes
was saying last, but
It sounds really ominous when just like the silence all of a sudden. It's like, oh, maybe we don't do it. Maybe we don't do that. Because,
he just said, "What does wealth matter without the exert its influence and things like that?"
No, I
And
don't
he
care
says,
about
"Look,
wealth. I care about power, dude. Spells, baby. Magic spells. Sparky spells. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? Sparky spells. I'm doing the eyebrow with my character.
I think this guy's just talking loud noise anyway.
You know what? I think you might be right, sir. You might be right, sir.
I've seen him be able to do anything except follow the priest around and let the priest do everything.
I know he's doing a lot of jibber
I
jabbing.
mean, he's got a pocket full of coins. So what?
Got a pocket full of kryptonite. Spin doctors.
he says, enough. And he throws the wooden door shut.
That's what I thought. You're a big liar. I thought you were gonna give us all. You could be all Mr. Man.
Go back and run to your mama, brother or father, or whatever that guy is.
Right. Okay. Y'all, it's a little after 11 o'clock. We should probably hang it up for the night.
Hang it up.
Insane comforts of fish.
Yeah. No, but honestly speaking, I think we should go to the dark side and see what's going on here, and then go deep cover.
Totally going to the dark side.
Yeah. See where this, and then we'll see what happens.
God.
I'm down with
It's a good thing we don't have a paladin.
Yeah, man. It's a good thing. It's a damn good thing. Oh yeah. No, I got some ideas. So, but no, offer was made. Let's take him up on the offer.
That's what I'm talking about.
Yeah, man. And then, we just stab him in the neck when he's not looking.
I was going to say, it's probably our only way out of this place.
That's what I'm saying. Honestly speaking, that is our only way out right now. Because, look, I'm stupid. I can't figure this out. Look, we tried the doo-doo hole, and it didn't work. We tried the doo-doo hole plan, and it didn't work. And so I'm thinking, let's see what because, look, if we join up, right, it'll give us like a good opportunity to see what's going on behind the scenes instead of guessing like idiots all the time. And plus, all we got to do like Game of Thrones and write little rows on the paper and show it to our grandma and be like, "What's up, girl? Yo, good." You know what I mean? It's like, no, I'm not a Lannister. I'm still a Tyrell. I'm still a Tarly. I'm still a Tarly. You know what I'm saying?
Tarly. Yeah.
Yeah. So I just draw a little doo-doo hole, and that's how we know, like a little poop emoji. And that's how we know that we're still still solid.
We still cool.
Yeah. Yeah, let's go deep cover, dog. Deep cover.
Do it.
Right.
See where this trip
Next
takes
time.
us. Yeah, next time.
Okay.
Next time.
Yeah.
All right, I'll get your characters running. This one's gonna look crazy. Like the screen is going crazy the whole time on my end. So, but yeah. All right, that's not bad.
That's okay.
Yeah.
You didn't kill anybody this time. That's fine. I mean,
No.
didn't kill any innocent people this time.
Murder any innocent ladies. Nice, sweet little old ladies.
Killed one monster.
Yeah, you did.
Yeah.
Yeah.
With the magic.
Burn the hell out of that priest. Teach him.
Yeah. Dude, that's why don't trust musicians. Nope.
Yeah, that's right.
Yep. Guy playing his guitar. Nope. All right, cool. No, man, sounds good. No, this is interesting development.
Mm-hmm.
It's probably the best that I surrendered. So
Yeah,
I feel
yeah.
good about that decision. So
Yes.
oh boy. So it'd be funny if David shows up next week. And we're like, oh no, we're totally evil now, guys.
No, you don't understand. We're evil. We've gotten evil now.
We're totally evil.
We're going to the dark side.
Yeah. Oh, you don't want to be evil? What?
Oh, by the way, what's your friend's name?
Joe.
Okay. Because I just keep
Yeah.
calling you your friend. Or
Yeah,
the
no,
cleric
yeah.
or the dwarf.
Yeah, Joe the Kiwi.
Okay, cool.
Yeah.
Okay.
He's from New Zealand.
Yeah.
Cool.
So we'll have a variety of accents in the future.
Awesome.
Exactly.
Cool.
All right, man. I got to pass
Yeah.
out. I work.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, that's
Sounds
cool.
good.
All right,
Alright.
guys. That was fun.
All right. See y'all
Don't look in the
Until
screen,
next time,
'cause
next
it's gonna
time.
go
Alright.
crazy.
Next week or two or something.
something. We'll write and
Something
find
like
out.
All right.
All right.
Good night.
Cool. All right,
Sounds
guys.
good.
Bye, guys.
Bye.